Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporombium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelious stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia nunan torum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating, voxe populi, voxe Dei. Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz. Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporompium and amounting to sadomasochisms. 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 Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelious stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia neonantorum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe Populi, Voxe Dei.
MPP. If you answer the MPP for need capital, MPP now come. Read my lips. MPP. If you answer, Omu need capital. Jimmy pa. Jimmy forever. Nkwasia for pa. My Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party.
In the first 2 years of an MPP administration, under this Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication program, where every constituency will get $1 million every year for rural and deprived communities, under this program, there should be no village or community in Ghana after the first 2 years that would have a water problem or a toilet problem.
It's a small-scale mining firm employing close to about 5,000 young people in the western region. You are saying that we should ban them for what one? What crime has he committed? Because there is armed robbery, everybody should be left at home. Everybody should be kept at home. Is that a sensible way to solve a social canker? That there is a lot of armed robbery or there's a lot of phone snatching around Circle. So government should ban everybody coming to Circle. That is an emotive, an emotional way of trying to solve a problem. And that is why I keep telling you that these people who come on TV and radio and talk about ban, they are so when you come kokoda say wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho baye den eman say when you come kokoda say wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho baye den eman
Minister for local government.
Serving head of state. Look at how long my supposed people or in the Volta region have suffered. Is it not only recently? Work is even to start. So please, ladies and gentlemen, I have no fears. We're not here doing ethnic politics or of Rawlings. We are prioritizing things. I mean, all the poison that's tried to spread amongst our Ashanti brothers and sisters against Rawlings, that's not going to turn me against them. They've been doing this a long time ago. But we went ahead and did what we had to do. I'm not going to listen to the utterances or the insults or poisonous elements and to turn me against or turn my back against my own people. State. Look at how long my supposed people or in the Volta region have suffered. Is it not only recently? Work is even to start. So please, ladies and gentlemen, I have no fears. We're not here doing ethnic politics or of Rawlings. We are prioritizing things. I mean, all the poison that's tried to spread amongst our Ashanti brothers and sisters against Rawlings, that's not going to turn me against them. They've been doing this a long time ago. But we went ahead and did what we had to do. I'm not going to listen to the utterances or the insults or poisonous elements and to turn me against or turn my back against my own people. It's not the majority of the people who share this view. In the same way, ladies and gentlemen, please don't think that
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir, the nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect extended version. My name is Kevin Akobe. Like exactly 4:47 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:47 in Ghana. When it's Tuesday, it's serious day. We are live on TV. We are live on radio. We are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. You can listen to the show live on Loud Silence Radio. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store, download Loud Silence Radio. You get us live. We're also live on iOS or on Apple. You can also listen to us live on Apple or go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. We are streaming live on YouTube, our official YouTube page. Our name is Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. We're also live on Facebook. Our platform, our name on Facebook is With All Due Respect. We're also streaming live in 22 African countries, including Ghana. Every single home in Ghana, we are live on TV. If you have a multi-TV decoder, search for Loud Silence TV. If you don't even have a decoder, you can still search for Loud Silence TV. You get us live because we are in every home. You get us live. Just search for Loud Silence TV. You get us live on your TV. Thank you very much, family, for being here tonight. It's another Tuesday evening. We're here to discuss Ghana. We're here to break down the issues for you to have a clear understanding of what's going on. If you're watching me from the Ashanti region, Eastern region, Northern region, Volta region, Western region, Savannah, all the way Upper East, Upper West, Central, where again, Greater Accra region, all the 16 regions, Bono, and I have 4 regions, and I think I've done all right. Also the northern region, and then where it was just 10, and Achichide came to add 6, so it's now 16 without any development. That is the foolishness of the NPP. Near Ghana, 10 regions. We were trying to make sure 10 regions will be naso and MPP for Jimmy for by almost 16 regions. Now you are asking yourself, say 16 regions, by 6 regions at the back tell we no abaso, no infaso, nothing. 6 regions some the back you development to be alcohol, and that shows the foolishness of the NPP. They be a betania can just say there are people who are just ignorant about everything. They just feel like to please themselves. 6 regions, somebody back 10 regions in Hono. Ghana, and it just crossed my mind. It does not serve any purpose. Mama, I want to grab that Ghana for so be more. There are so many regions in this country. Anka nyoman kebeko 1 region me aye hwedwuma ye no, and the nyomani nyina ye basa, all because ekufor the jimi no na opese or de sibio ne hu tietia no be Ghana for. So, and these are things that we keep talking about every time. The NPP, Omonoma say Ghana, but we will come back. We will discuss that issue. It's one of those things. Your 10 regions are ankende in summer AC galamse kiasano easy. Yes. Ana mewa sa in summer ejimi omo Ghana say a demonstration. Saying your 10 regions are anka galamse problem we can deal with it easily. But we. And when you go to this region, there's another small region here, there's another small region here, there's another small region here. You cannot even concentrate and deal with issues. All because some foolish political party came from MPP, Jimmy for say, we have to add 6 referendum. In Kofo Jimmy. Ghana Bra bring is because of this political party from the MPP. They are genuinely stupid. That is why when you sit and you decide to even hold back, you can't hold back because the party encourage me, impenifu me, embrewe me, encourage me. Like they cannot just reason beyond where they eternal, where the empeso bedi, where the nibre and of the party nim, impenifu mum, nibre. I say omo bonton, I say busuya. The foolishness of the NPP has gotten to that point. But all the same, we will deal with those issues and some the NDC government is very focused. They are doing the work. In fact, Ubusa Ghana Nibia our business. Ghana Nibia or Ghana for the past 8 years. And in that, say there's a lot of change you Ghana for Abrabum. Economically, socially, Bibia things are going on. And Nipano. Why not you say things are better than before, just 9 months under NDC, and I'll keep saying it because the positive the impact the government is still focused, the government is working, and we are seeing it. And then you could just so companies, contractors, teacher for police for like our life Ankasa as Ghanaians, is becoming a little softer. It's better than before. And just 8 months into this administration, it is not about the noise. The noise the people can make, it's normal. It is normal. Do not take it as a big deal. Ghana. When you hear people make noise, it's either they are on drugs or maybe they are jobless, or they just don't want to be part of the new revolution, which is change, resetting agenda. No, and these things are not supposed to surprise you. It happens. Normally, when people hold on to power and they are greedy, and out of their foolishness, greed, stupidity, and indiscipline, when they lose that power, it takes them a long time to admit that they are not in power. And what the NPP are doing, it is clearly, it shows they are still not out of that shock that they are in opposition. They still don't believe, they were no access to Sika, they don't understand why they wake up in the morning. People are not calling them and saying, please, can we come to your office? Please, when are you going to give us money? They don't understand. Most of them are jobless. Most of them, say, hey, the Benny party power. You can see, you are not supposed to get so worried when you see the MPP backing all over the place and making noise. So part be admit to say, the admit to say thank you very much. Honorable. Well, honorable we boss say what text me. So it when and then it is here say a MPP for a demonstration say demonstration on the other day. And you can see the light up the seriousness of the demonstration. And I would like to say thank you to MPP for what they did today, because I'm going to be another chapter which is drug abuse in Ghana. And sometimes, assembly stuff what they be assembly pono. And ankanya MPP for Jimia ankenim say drug addiction, a year tramadol, red, it has eaten into the system. Majority of our youth, they are being destroyed by hard drugs. Indeed, as much MPP for Jimmy in there, they have also opened a year another avenue. Say, the party is filled with people who are abusing drugs. The young people on more MPP, we could see a majority are into drugs. And as a Ghanaian, and as a Ghanaian, we need to address it. Very important, immediate. And I'm gonna be another conversation. You and I, we need to focus on, because 8 years are MPP the influx of hard drugs, tramadol, codeine, red, cocaine. You the number of times cocaine, you fire bodies, your port, koya, na and every day be a codeine, tramadol, you could see say the government of the day today is really working. In the end, Meka champion before some idea, the other side of the party, how drug has infested the NPP, the young people of NPP muno, Sibia codeine red, as say the young people in the NPP. And as a nation, we should be concerned about young people in the NPP going mad and crazy, abusing drugs. Because we live in Ghana, I was saying, if you get a majority of MPP for in Bebuno drugs, or more abuse drugs you need to understand, say, a general canker, a bigger conversation. I would say, there was something that was very serious, and the MPP for it to me, I expose Sadia and Mayuhu. This march they did today against hard drugs, a march MPP for call and to demonstrate against red, to demonstrate against codeine, to demonstrate against tramadol. And then the NPP are standing for something good bako, which is fight against hard drugs. And when I was watching the NPP walk against hard drugs, against tramadol, against cocaine, I realized their party needs help. The young people in the NPP, they need help. And we as a nation, we need to help NPP as a political party. And see, the NPP for yebeboa ama imbebuno a omo Ghana na dodo no MPP mo ye ndubone no yebetuma yi omo free. That's why I keep saying so we study this government NDC aban we are, the government is so focused, and that adebia enye bia na I was say ye fa kwan bi so ne si ano no, this government is already doing it. In fact, the most interesting thing is good evening to every single person. We have started the show. Go straight. I think today we didn't start early in tea. Show now near starting. So when you now we study this government about power. Every single problem about we be inherited, this government is dealing with it. That is the most interesting and exceptional thing about NDC Abanwe. Problem bia Abanwe betu ye bia MPP nkwasiafo no jato ho. Problem bia omu create or how atete omudi omanwe ko share nkwasuo mu ese yensa se yensuo no. Every single problem, from the currency depleting, from our inflation, unemployment rates, from the indiscipline amongst the government officials, bloated government, from the kind of family and friends. Just say, every single kankabia, this group of termites calling themselves a political party from MPP for the NDC, this government is working towards it and reversing this canker. And it makes me very excited because, and you can see it in the faces of Ghanaians to say, Ghana 4 have this hope in a government they believe is working. Ghana 4 have hope in a government they see is actively doing something to change their lives. Aban we betina aban mu eko 9 months. 1 year NDC aban NND. But the most difficult thing for the NPP as a political party now is to find something bad on this government. It does not normally happen for a government to be in power for almost 9 months. Not a major scandal be unbreaking year. Yan koti bibia ebetumi ama obia ye mahye say ya no en ho say ato aba asimesi we abebokro no bi yan hu bi just say that is what is worrying the NPP. They don't understand how is the NDC doing this, how is John Mahama doing this. And I can tell you, and I swear on my life, if you fool in John Mahama's government, not evidence shows that you are fooled in the government, he will sack you. I feel it and I see it in me. John Mahama or Pobia Pamrokra, they are setting example as a scapegoat to the CEOs and appointees. Into John Mahama or Pobia Sakino, on your being Pamrokra Hano. The problem with the MPP as a political party that was not ready to leave power, and psychologically they are still not there. That is why a political party like NPP, they don't even have a chairman that is leading the party. They don't have focus. It is always steady the Ecos or Ghana for 8 months to 9 months. Aban we aye juma ma me hu obi o Ghana obetuma ka chem say John Mahama and the NDC government for 8 months no me di boni bi ma say si ade Ghana for ya paba. And I said the NDC led by John Mahama and in penifo ni CEOs and ni ministers omo ya ade bi omo betu dwumadie bi a na enya sebio omo foaso. I don't see anything. Adebia John Mahama mobetu yebia no, they are reversing every bad thing bi mobetu yebia. Adebia MPP jawo ho. Boni bi omudi any bad thing bia omuja ho bia no, the NDC government is correcting it. That is why I am relaxed. That is why I have confidence in this government. That is why I believe in the president and his ministers. That is why NDC as a political party, I respect them when it comes to discipline and building a nation. And this MPP about power 2017. Yeniti adechi na less than 1 year na bust scandal bust na NDC atena be mu 9 months yente kapre say obiakoyi sempoa anateku. NPP ba be mu 2017 no muntwa 8 months. Yeti krom ha June January, February, March, April, May, June, 7 months per 6 months per and a bust 65,000 liters of bust contaminated fuel, and the Attorney General ABA investigations into that matter. This is the first 6 months of the NPP and the Kufuado. Make sure the difference between this government and why the NPP is still confused. Intimacy. The conversation so de na galam say de omo confused. Initially almost started free the state of emergency omo free ho omo state of emergency bi. Say see stop galam say they don't know what they are doing. They are confused. NPP ba power 6 months pepepe. And Ekufuado in the bush of for come tribo mu. You say bust oil me know with their 65,000 liters. 6 months pepe NPP ba power. Na sa oil ni nyina almost evaporate. Okay. John Mahama di abemu 9 months, almost 9 months. Ya da hot here ebusa say obi di boni ana, scandal obi pia na, BBS ana, the NPP are frustrated. This is governance, papa. Momi anko kai ebi na verification where your NPP first 6 months in power.
The minority in parliament has called for investigations into the circumstances leading to the sale of 5 million liters of contaminated fuel to a local company, Movipina. The sale, according to the NDC members of parliament, was carried out by the bulk oil storage and transportation company BOST. The transaction is alleged to have cost the country over 14.25 million Ghana cedis. At a news briefing in Accra, the NDC called for the removal of the chief executive of BOST, Mr. Alfred Obin Boateng, from office.
The minority said the petroleum product should have not been allowed to be contaminated, given that BOST had several options, including cleaning or disposing it off. instead of selling it to Mervyn Pina at a loss.
Under proper regulatory and supervisory protocols, under no circumstance should the Bost Company Limited experience such high level of contamination as we are witnessing. The question to ask is what led to the contamination of these products in the first instance? Why was the particular tank in question not properly discharged and cleaned before the intake of the fresh fuel, which led to the contamination? The norm and practice is that when such contamination occurs, corrective treatment of these products are undertaken by the Tema Oil Refinery through blending. Why did Bost not arrange with TOR for the treatment of this particular fuel?
The team called for full information into the sale.
The claim by Bost that this contaminated product was sold at the competitive ex-depot price is false and cannot be justified. One was the competitive bidding process initiated, who were the companies that participated. The evidence available confirms that Movipina Company was the only company Bost dealt with in the sale of the contaminated product in a sole source transaction.
The ranking member on Mines and Energy, Mr. Emmanuel Amakofiboa, called on the government to, as a matter of urgency, withdraw the contaminated fuel from the market to save the consumer.
The resultant effect will mean damage to vehicles' engines and its accompanying side effects to the innocent Ghanaian consumer. And I think we can't even put a price tag on the damage of this singular act. How many vehicles will be damaged? How many vehicles will be taken to the shops? What is the cost?
They also said the Chief Executive Officer of Bost, Mr. Alfred Obeng-Boateng, should be made to step aside immediately.
This was first 6 months of NPP. Bost 14.5 million. Almost oil na say ayra. These are the same piglets on our streets. These are the questions we keep asking. First 6 months, our MPP abemu and the Kufuado on the Baumia almost first 6 months. And the Atana Ghana ha almost 9 months. Yanti se ubia tamabain sika abain oil ayra. Yanti scandal be say and the yanti so be we are buying oil in Kofo Babemu. First 6 months, that was their craziest. First one, almost 14.5 million Ghana cedis, almost contaminated oil. And the Attorney General is looking into this matter. They say the mamu de no. Omonyo media for the idea. Yani ete Ghana. Yani a pair buying a penno. Yani nim a buying and netino. Yani di obeye inti. Dede bi obia kabro for evo biahun. This is the NPP. Nobody in Ghana should take such people serious. These are people who have no shame. They are liars. They are thieves. They stole from you for 8 years. Norma said, "Do what Temeguso." Adia China so Munkotinanchi, almost so Yantiasia demonstration, a children with Jimmy, and I'll be Tieni Passa. They have no shame. Oma Sabe for ma. Ukumbine being yini. San Omaye. And these are demons. They are political demons, the NPP. Terminal reports and the reason I'm doing this is say the reason why I want a lot of noise from these people, any paid media to say Joy News, City TV is because they know say they don't have anything on the government. Today they can't discuss the economy because the economy is doing well. They cannot discuss fuel prices because today Obia answer echo the bottom into fuel no matter how much it is being sold. Obia to be taught. They cannot discuss their corruption because this government for 8 months the government is working. We have not seen glimpses of Obi Obeso Obi. They cannot talk about inflation because today Omuja inflation was 54% and it is less than 11. They cannot talk about the dollar. Omukona dollar was 17.82, almost 18, and the dollar is lingering around 12. In less than 9 months, they cannot talk about unemployment because Omokono they promised us to say Ankomo ba ejuma be fankwara omofa nipa 100,000 napko omudi nyina edisikano omanfo bi ejuma ene yedetia. These are ingrates. They could not build one regional hospital. They cannot point to Agenda 111 hospital or Baba Kumpakum Akojia War Epia Bontini. Lordina Mahama can point to about 8 clinics and hospitals. I will see NPP as a party from 1962 one hospital almost see. We Jimmy. Nobody should sit and pay attention to a group of termites. People who only think so, but when you look at them, they are naked. Under NPP, almost first 6 months, we saw a lot. And then see another Dankwe Kufuado, nipa 110 as ministers. 110. Kwasi Ampenyi, Obaye and Obeye, Region 316. And Osayi ministers 110. And a Ghana focus say, Adeng. Ministers 110. A cry team, 30 million pay. Nanado Dankwe Kufuado response or the Ghana phony. And Kwasi Afuna Mudiomochi.
President Akufo-Addo has once again justified his appointment of 110 ministers, adding that the vital thing is having the capacity to deliver on the promises made to better the lot of Ghanaians. The president said this in a response to a question about the effect of the size of the government on the national purse.
I'm not worried about the size of government because I think that, first of all, the majority, the overwhelming majority of the people in the government are members of parliament who are already on the public exchequer. I think something like 2/3 or almost three-fifths of the appointees are all members of parliament, so that the incidence of their becoming ministers on the public exchequer is minimal from what it is already as members of parliament. And secondly, the really important thing is your capacity to get hold of the machinery and deliver. So at the end of the day, at the end of the 4 years, people of this country will wake up or feel a significant improvement in their lives. There are more jobs available. People are getting better wages. The cost of living is something that is within the reach of ordinary people. I don't think they're going to worry themselves too much about the size of my government.
To John Mahama Hua. I say, I know about them. Excuse me, see, the reasons be all my, I say, what be nipa 110 or so, a be made you may buso, nipa benye juma, yes, kabe banko for bottom, if it's a minister's door, so be juma with Jimmy. Yet an idea we move for 80 years. Muye de bang. Me say, Adebia NDC are buying a dealing with today are also a problem. No, it was a problem that was left behind by NPP are buying. In Tinke ka, Enisan can no be a free MPP crowd complaining about anything in Ghana. If you see anybody sit on TV or radio discussing this is a problem, you are foolish. And that problem you are talking about, who created them? The problem you are talking about today, Munam Ghana TV, Sunu Radio, so say Galamsey. Who created Galamsey in Ghana? Who made Galamsey attractive? Who actually commissioned Galamsey? Anytime I can just say the NPP as a political party, Jimmy, they are very effective in opposition because that is how they were made. They are made to lie. I am part of them. I know how they operate. This is a party. They are not willing to accept anything apart from almost selfish gains. That's all. When you hear them talk, don't pay attention to them. Me penipa ba kuna bajina TV so I can say, oh, problem with the MPP ye jano hona ban way and yes of solve it. Problem bang na what Ghana sisia MPP nkwasiafo we jato wa aban we by we yinini. Chemi one problem. Right now no mankasa jatum. Say they have created problems. They left huge burden on Ghanaians. And they are insisting, say within 8 months, NDC are buying and solve a problem. These are the kind of animals we want to govern with. These are kind of cockroaches. These are the termites we want to reason with. We are not supposed to reason with them. We are supposed to ignore them. Because you see, the NPP as a political party, they don't understand what is reasoning. We are Ghana near what Ghana, and we are Ghana near Bruchina or Kraka at the Ghana. Compare those times. Now, man from post so metoka about Ghana, and the bogus is swakas ko Ghana because duty at least and your credit is a payday. A bino agi bibia found, and the dollar number from bogus as that is your dying, and the dollar number from bogus to me cranyo makofi. That is what we call governance. Ade bi aban we betu bi na say bi no aban we den tenetene and the aduane abuso cost of living and the amount for complain say aduane boy din inflation abafom adwadifo na and the MPP omu kem and yentwa ade and ade begu a ne boy din and the one tante sa asem no. That is what a government is elected to do. And that is why we brought in Nyansafo Jomahamane NDC Nyansafo to change the narrative. Inti dedene frihifa. So far so good. Nothing. Inti conversational into study MPP. Omo conversational it changes per the day. Adiabechi oh yepewe. Adiabechi because almost started here. Dear, state of emergency on Galamsey, Anamiwa. State of emergency. And almost say, and yeah, no more can wasem. Na, and almost pay a year, fix Galamsey now. This conversation, actually, with Jimmy. Then you get some media houses. You quiet them documentary, more. Oh, yeah, documentary, money panel creative problem. No, we are going to say on authority, the government is working. Nobody can pressurize the NDC government. No fool can force the government to make mistakes. What the government is doing is what the government is going to do. And the majority of people who voted for this government are satisfied with how the government is tackling every issue. For 8 years, the MPP did not retool any hospital in Ghana. So I'm for a retooler. Oba Konfanoche, Oba Kumewu, Oba hospitals awa Santimemua. Hospital be omunya new equipment to say abain at the machines for fraba yede behemu kena for 8 years. Sankwasiafo were from MPP. They could not equip any hospital in Ghana for 8 years. And under the leadership of Akando, hospitals are being re-equipped. Sewia Hospital, a regional hospital, Emma Santimai, and the NDC government is preparing to put it to use. That is what we call government. Indeed, and nobody's going to listen to that nonsense. And it's about time we Ghanaians made these fools understand it is not how they feel and also running Ghana. It's about how Ghana is supposed to be run. It is not about how the NPP feel. It is not about what they think is right. It is about what we voted for. The decision we took to vote for a new government, what they are doing, their decisions, it's what we are sticking to. It is not about how the MPP feels. How the MPP feels does not, nobody cares about how they feel. In the first place, because Omangasa Papa Kufo Kachre say, so Bibedi will soon feel what she. Nasa San feel what you know, when to me unsolve a problem. Sank or for no almost back as some young Kwasia for don't give them space. Ya Papa Kufo the beer and okay. Or say, so the two me my political party. Say Oba no so abeto galamsey. Na so when to me and solve galamsey no. Wabeto unemployment. When to me and solve unemployment no. Wabeto sewia. When to me be sewia. Wabeto eye hospitals when to me CB. Wabeto nyoma osa wa ye when to man ye. Na odi 8 years ni wia. Sa party no omo kasa mentie. Ya papa Kufo na kasa asem no.
You were there for 8 years.
I take that as just political talk. 8 years should be long enough for anybody with solutions to show. The current regime has been in power 8 years almost. So if we are not having the solutions, we shouldn't accept shifting of blame onto earlier regimes.
You were there for 8 years.
I take that as just political talk. 8 years should be long enough for anybody with solutions to show.
8 years is long enough. 8 years is long enough for any party with solutions to show. 8 years at MPP for Nkwasiafo. What can they say? Can they show us? They destroyed everything. Oma Papa Kufo na kachire or say now you Ghana ni na Nkwasiafo abetena ben mu 8 years. Now we share omufra ben mu insu wa Ghana nyina say. Kwaya nyina ye wuro makoye gala. Na sa Nkwasiafo asa we kacho say ye ntiasia, why do you listen to such fools? You don't have to do that. It's me a call. When I see the MPP walking around and the Jimmy Biano Jimmy, it is not even worth our time. Jimmy Biano Jimmy.
Why have you joined the demonstration? Why have you joined the demonstration? Why have you joined the demonstration? Why? You don't have a reason. Yes. You don't have a reason for joining the demonstration.
I don't hear.
You don't have a reason for joining the demonstration.
Demonstration, yeah, I'm a buy a man can say I'm a demonstration. I'm a see I'm a minty. I'm a put a lot more the end and no more. I don't get your more demonstration. So I'll be saying no day back.
Mustafa Salam kwasi ampenyi kwa tebotono. Oni sala nintwie. Sa chairman no. Oh, we entafo nkwara wo. Edomo firi srem. Eno mo won kran mem, almost wasu anwoma. Eno makoye demonstration say nkwara we medi akire. Entafo mbema sebio omo mienu nkwasiafo mienu di akamfo party enim. This is what I talk about. Enya osere, are you not shy? Omo entafo eno mo di akamfo party enim. Ye chechire party no menhia. Ena nkwasiafo di party enim. Eno mo nuanom nketewa sebio nka mo so betuma tena sirem. Enya school papa akọ abobra ene omabusuafo atena no omo abede da abontene won kran enha Mustafa Salam kwasea no sala na ntwie jimi na enum kankan se opuro bab no enha no ena MPP fo aka omagu enim ene yasesa nkwara entafo nkwara monje 10 Ghana 20 Ghana adan a kese omo bra mpanifo na dane mmoa eye adwuma ma asantefo party kwaseafo he na enye tan are you not embarrassed? And this is the Biamika say, Santa Fona, Omo MPP Muno, Santa Fono, Omo Jimmy Che Bini. They are stupid. Enta form MPP mu. Because you see, when you sit back and you analyze the way they reason, they always want to impress a camp for Omo Peseti through Omo impress ya Santa for. As Santa for so woman for the same way Jimmy. It's a fact. Asante for, even Yanama Sante for, Omubunta for some young Quasia for. It's a fact. Are they yemi and you know Santimemu? And as Santimemu Namini. Tenibia, your friend Atia, Tenibia, Jimmy, Tenibia Mofu, your boot, your word, dear, the from in a deal, Matem, on the dice to him. Asantibia would Tenibia so with Jimmy, into Asante for the party. And your fan tough one Quasia phobia dear Nim, and it comes to Santa for no young people for no more Jimmy. Mustafa Salam, wabatina nkranti, ni refi so fi tamale. Ni refi se, ni nyanke tuang mati se weno, osan komoso tina tamale. Eti se otumfu ade hye, anagamancha ade hye, omusu kosku ni omo maame no mote. Ya kasa nkora we de da abontene won kan. Ema wo tani aboa. Wase se omwagu, lai mu se momra ne enko nante enko demonstration. Unye tani aboa, na wo ye den. And this is what I talk about every day. Omunye, hwede omode Nanka enya fair say we are 10 years out 10 crime. Udi political party chi abedi Ghana so 8 years. Ko so about 8 years, 16 years. Under you went to me and create a juma with slim. Now branch why we betri se ponko. Kwasiana na num fin a friend Salam your friend saying Masaudu. Ne wo tan ne tu bini uyi boxer shorts or run boxer shorts gua ne tu bini na ejimi fo ntafo mienu ejimi fo mo na mo beje asante fo party na mo bedru nkran na mo nuanom nketewa a sebio mo party mo ejimi ntimo ntume nkreti na mo a whole vice president a oye teni na mo a whole vice president a oye teni etisembo obedi Ghana so 8 years. We jiminti also be see kaya ye for hostel one crime. Munya nkwasiafo na mugu MPP mu. Munya vice president 10 ebedi vice president 8 years. We jiminti enkran obe see kaya ye hostel. Na kaya ye for mu fi hineba. Net Ghana. Na muntafo ni bi na mudi MPP my say 9 na 10 year obedi vice president oba ye na sada yesi Muhammad sada ba ye wa anye ni ye na sada na sika seye 10 year obedi vice president fie wotwe Mustafa Salam kwasi ampenyi kwateboto Masaudu ni tu bini salakao mo tena abemu sada ye de ko sirem na mo be change di ne NDA not Northern Development Authority Muni 10 year kwe also a vice president. 8 years ena mudi sada moto amobeto ye ena moma asantefo no besesa kwa asantememu samia wukumo sesa moto ni free srem edi be ye primaries campaign na montafo mwa mone mo vice president mudi party nim kwasiafo na yaba srem na samia wukuni na nabi mu se John convinceni kwasiampanyi no omaba srem na munua tani mahama na osesa motogu wo se srem fomfanya adwumanya esika nkoma no na mudi mugini asesa sadadin no na mama asantefo na kanfo na asesa moto na ba asantememu na mudi mokwase atenkran se ye de ye ne ye ntafo ebo asantefo party ho ban emmoa mo jimi eni na mo use mu no eni na de bi mo use mu se mmoa because you see you people are not showing say more party no muni munyansa more entafo ni bi na more MPP mu no because mo betima ko Yesu aba asantini hu teni so ya aboa wo me na me ka kire wo asantini ba asantini bema omuteni da na nse eyie ba kakre entafo kakra no mu na meyi na se jimi no mu jimi enso ya na guo eba ye na entafo se akosu no mtenkran eyie ni kroma anko. And these are things, inferiority complex. Weja. Now, Shankwasi Adebia Nendo, Yamoso Moyeding. A Jimmy Fo, we Munamo Junior. NPP, this is the other side of the NPP. There, you say, some bebunuwe 80% of me is removed kwara. And I almost so lead this demonstration. I'm a asante for party is removed for kwasia for more NPP for ntafona mu Jimmy. Munimunyansa. Na mabetra ha. The abani yana na abani you. Nobody can distract this government. No. Nobody can distract this government. This government is focused. It's going to touch on all the problems. The government is slowly going to change the system. These are the people. But say, they are on hard drugs. They are drug addicts. And when did they start this? These drugs are Eba Ghana, Eura Ghana, Estatia and the Kufuado, Tramadol, then codeine, cocaine. The influx of Begu Ghana mwa yentumian swano under MPP. Munima monko bisana na ba na mwa. Ono so on teach bro funkwa note. Enso bibi kana osi ajei. Monko bisana na ba na mwa. Ono na mbrebi o twe mic say oko ghetto to ghetto. Mumusa yi na ono na mo ghetto to ghetto. The spike in drug abuse in Ghana happened under NPP. Ekufuado. One bawomia. Mumusa na ba na mwa de GH1 for pound sa akokono. Mumusa no. On the one teachy, they took a canoe say, me to Mungobusano. Yati Kromoha, we don't want to deal with the real issues. Namoja is a constant to any sorry, near any topic. At the end, no, the NDC government is focused. It is doing what it has to do to solve problems. The same importance are MDC buying edema healthcare no, or the same importance Bema Galamsey. The same importance are NDC by edema unemployment, no, or tackling the drug abuse, no, or the same importance Bema Galam say. Bibi sunche bibia. So as we sit in Ghana, Memo Binya na adwene se obetima diverted that John Mahama is stable and focused. This is the NPP demonstration. Chama Nkwara. And they are proud. Metima guys, 90% of Nkwara we that second. Omo esremu fo Nkwara. And so Mahmoud Bawumia NPP ni nkwasiafo we be see. Kaya yo headquarters e won crying. Abra no Bawumia oye teniba. Abra ntafo dodo no omo Nkwara afri srem ebedi pa won crying ni Kumase. Bawumia Jimmy fo na NPP no omo see. Kaya yefo headquarters won crying. What does it mean? It means to say Bawumia esi a cage or time and tough one Nkwara free sremaba abe slaves e won crying. Na one na yire fulani no na nkwasiafo akan ten omo so omo de omo ko school. And there omo be demonstration no omo ko hwehwe tough one Nkwara na anka omo betime create opportunity am omo sremu no say mombra ne ento wima mo ne ma mo tramo ne ma mo one city na mo mesa. This is how the NPP, this is what they represent. Jack.
There have been a few.
Also day.
I'm on the word. I do 12 cities.
Also day.
I'm on the word. I do 12 cities.
This is Salam Mustafa Masaudu tough one kwasiafo. This is what they created. Enti enyina yenjai yesin kwasiafo we nam kwanso. They are just misleading the young people. Yeah, kind of time yet hard drugs ba Ghana. Enti ende no sa kifit no bko no omo bie another avenue amaye me yehu say na mo betima ye adwuma me yehu problems e koso Ghana. The focus is on the use or the abuse of a harmful substance. And no message I found with NPP for keep fitting no and I make sure no. This is serious and the kosrem kohe. And the NPP you change your buying NDC change your buying you the seriousness of a drug abuse ekoso Ghana. Sibia your body snabe porous. Sibia nipebi omudi sirem abaya drug then under MPP. Nansenya aban society you start to say omo edidie import tramo red code den nansen and aban we buy ya through nakok and Ghana police General Mante almost stop it the inflow of hard drugs. And today the NPP almost say be the other side of inti demonstration no this is baby ana message wo ya kenya na ebola ade ye nende no this is the message that this is what we left behind, this is the unemployment we created, this is the distraction the NPP created. When you get to NDC for so they need to solve it inti somehow no my idea to show us the mess they left behind. And these young men, they are all unemployed. And these young men and women, about 99% of them, they started abusing drugs under Ekufuado Bawumia. And these are some of the things the NDC government are inheriting. Intimikacha say, what they did today, no, this is the only educative thing. You also did to your home say, we no, I will see a stop it drug abuse. Media can de maintain any BBI concert. I don't know what was in there, because when you see a group of people like this, Omunam Kruma, what is the sense? So today's walk, it was basically to tell Ghanaians that NPP this problem. On some boys sneakers, I'm say been taught ding. It is becoming scarce, and the tramo why ding, and the air din so benya tramo ato, and the air din so benya codeine ato, air din se ubenya cocaine, because the government is blocking the holes. Na MPP kriti Into tinkran kasa no. Say enda de yenye binto. Enda yenye binto ne boya ding, because right now no omo kofa ba no MPP fo na no de aye market na ye mo chance biem aban omo into on say emkran no omo bre. We were in this country, and this is drug abuse asem ne eka. Year being 2022. My man can't show. Cocaine media, fake news, joy news, no report a story way. Ghana identified as transit country for drug trafficking. British High Commission. 2012. British High Commission for releasing statement. Na yo mahumte. Omo say, oba ebibremu ha. Ghana and the Kufuor no baumia. Ehona edu bone pa no. Ehona yesuye no. Transit, yes, yeah, ni aside you see it to near the your friend a transit point. So be the edubone ko Europe, pesa odeba Africa ko Europe, Ghana and the Kufuor no baumia. Joy news, fake news, no this story we bre. The British High Commission in Ghana has revealed that the country has been noted on the global radar as a transit country for drug trafficking, especially cocaine and other psychotropic substances. And we lived with this. They watched it. They did not do anything. They sat there. That time, not Asen South MP. Your friend saying, Kwasi Ampey also a sophomore. No, take Ghana. That's it in Mexico. Asen South for MP, the friend saying, boy, Kwasi Ampey also a reverend, he also a MP. Asen South, no Ghana, no MP. Did he make a comment about it? No, because his own party people were the ones transiting the hard drugs. And also, the one can say expose you. For Joe, and yes, I'm your friend. Saji Mijim na fono say todo. They also oye Asen South MP no. Jantre na ofari yire chako ba ko na also oye MP Asen South no for Joe. Na oni Ghana. Did he comment on this? No. I didn't tell Kwasia. Today we are seeing and Kurananga say Kambonumasem, Omunya Tramoni Bintun and To. The criminal was system boss why a ding. It shows how the government is fighting it. And anytime I just say, keep fitina MP before you and then that is the message we got out of it. And we as Ghanaians, we need to sit up and start looking at this menace. Where are you serious? Problem here that table should be here. Problem no day we no go call Jesus. Anytime you go call Jesus, there means problem day. Your problem with health, your problem with education, your problem with BBM. We cannot treat some problem bigger than some problem. And it's not unlike the NDC government. It is treating every problem with the seriousness it can attach. Into every problem, they are attaching the seriousness into over health, they are attaching every seriousness. Over water, they are attaching every seriousness. Over unemployment, they are over galamsey. The government is attaching seriousness to everything. Into Eden and Kwasiafo, because say I by force or some Kumowi, they want to no, nobody can change the conversation. Besides, which one is this? Into Yatna Kromham and Kofoway. Thank you very much, team. Yatna Kroman and Kwasiafo MPP. They don't have any message again for the people. This is what happened in Ghana. And then demonstration, they exhibited the high level of drug abuse on the streets of Ghana, Accra, the capital of Ghana. In fact, cocaine media, fake news media, Joy, they actually went on to report on it.
Now, the British High Commission in Ghana has revealed that the global availability of illicit drugs is shooting up, with Ghana being on the global radar as a transit country for drug trafficking, especially cocaine and other psychotropic substances. The British High Commission's Deputy Head of Missions, Keith McMahon, says that some fishing communities have been identified as conduit for such activities in the drug supply chain. Hence, urgent measures need to be taken to disrupt every notable supply and destination point of drug trafficking. He made these comments at the commemoration of the International Day Against Drugs and Illicit Trafficking.
Thankfully, Ghana does not suffer as many of the debilitating issues stemming from Class A drug addiction. We hope this continues, though there are signs across West Africa that domestic markets may start to expand. So far, though, it is around the supply of drugs where the UK and Ghana have worked together so closely over the last few years. The global availability of drugs is higher than ever before, and it is not enough to work only at the source and destination points. We need to continue to disrupt every point of the supply chain, and that's where we need your help and support. Ghana is noted as a transit country for drug trafficking, particularly cocaine, with South America directly across the ocean, but also heroin and some psychotropic substances, as well as precursor chemicals. The UK has invested over $3 million in Narcotics Control Commission over the last 10 years. And our teams from Border Force, Immigration Enforcement and the National Crime Agency have developed strong partnerships not only with the NCC, but also...
So you see, MPP for party, they are frustrated. Because you say, the party be so corrupt, not so lose power. It takes them like about a year and a half to understand and admit some of the power. These people are still in that situation. The NPP are still stuck in that realm of we still have power. They still don't believe that they've lost power. When they talk, when you listen to them, when you see their body language, the exuberance, the arrogance, you can see still that they still forget themselves, so they don't have power again. And that is what is destroying the party. The party sitting there, we for party, MPP party, they don't have a chairman. How can a party that does not have a chairman be taken serious as a nation? Why should we take such psychopaths serious? And then you're sorry, not a party or any direction, any leader or driver party, no, any chairman. Okay, say, yantina say, yambopo, madwini we de yenyi penyini di party nenimu. Na you're sorry say. Whatever they throw there, no, we are not going to do that. They can make noise. It's their right to make noise. They can go on TV. They can go on radio. They can scream. But the fact of the case is, and they say, we are not ready to listen to MPP on building this nation. When it comes to building Ghana, the MPP is the last group of people that we will listen to, because we don't consider them as intelligent enough, rational. We don't even see them as humans to even take any advice from the NPP, especially when they are the ones who caused that problem. No. Intimino, I don't want the NPP to be a conversation. MPP cannot start a conversation in Ghana. No. We are not supposed to pay attention to the NPP. Say NPP. What at the end? Hey, my mentor. Which are hey. Opeso say NPP for Jimmy Pa. Hey, Tiadewe. Akwawe tiu.
The intimidation, not the arrest. You can testify. What Abronya said wasn't bad.
What did he say?
Me, I don't know. I've forgotten. Abronya said wasn't bad.
What did he say?
Me, I don't know. I've forgotten. What Abronya said wasn't bad.
What did he say?
Me, I don't know. I've forgotten.
We kwasia for we near sorry. Oh, yeah, also a demonstration. I said, the brother can and your bonnet, and I said, no kaye, miminim, refi, we Jimmy. Near sorry, I bet I say, every was on my demonstration, about demonstration. No, these are foolish people. We always Jimmy. You know, what our brother said is not bad. And I said, no kaye, also on kai, dear no kai, we Jimmy. Near sorry. Near be wasted time say MPP. No, let's focus. The government is focused. This government is focused. Now, when you even take problems are FSC Ghana CCR, Senka Ghana, ye 10 regions are, anka problems are, ye come CCR, anka yenkum, I'm telling you, anka problem ye come no, anka ebia, anka be 50% and ye faces our problem no. But you see, MPP fwe Jimmy. Now they come into office. They feel that they are entitled. Hereditary. Yaba, Eyebusia, Yana part no Ghana area, into Yanfa 6 regions, Mecca 10 regions on. Now, all these 6 regions, Mecca 10 regions on. Their motive, entering all these 6 regions, Mecca 10 regions on. Right now, when we do a survey, the 6 regions or Mecca 10 regions on, the poorest in Ghana. About 90% of the 6 regions, meaning about 5 out of the 6, they are the poorest regions in Ghana. So what did those regions or the Beka, what did it do to us? And I'll not be surprised to say those regions or the Beka, Galam say, and I say, Insua Aseno, because now the government is looking at the problem with so many branches. Sanka branches near 10, right now the branches are 16. And you say 2 million now you need how much? Here are the 3 times of that money to fight. When it comes to unemployment, when it comes to infrastructure, because when we Jimmy, they don't plan. And they came into office with ideas say almost say chrono, and that is what they have been doing from day one. And Omotata Kwame Nkrumah sa so beku Kwame Nkrumah, because Nkrumah said say Ghana na ebin chambi obi ntumi ntene ho. Yen nyina na ye bechichire man no onti asia fa kwasia tu ana mo so mutumi fa mo kwasia ntu ndo metenemu mo betenemu so na mo nimra so amosema da ne moa mo bese mo betenemu no. And JJ on the sky no, they said things against him for him to turn against his own people. Even omo ka say ono oya wunani ne nkroma wonanfo kwa na mpese JJ runs turn against you omo o say enye nsema sankofo we ka no entire beba me madane me chiama Ghana fo ana inconform say me kromfo aya wonanfo e Ghana ntira me baaye. This is how they are. These people they are not ready to help this nation. From day one, that is what they have done. How many times did they try killing Kwame Nkrumah? How many times did they try to make sure, say, Rawlings moving us from a military regime into a democratic regime? What didn't they write? What didn't they say? They don't like anything good. They are not in to help anybody. So study Sankeda went to 10 regions ma unim the kind of development and Kabagana. Oh, we want to open the country up. Ghana be a because they had that idea, say some part of Ghana, no, baby or settlers to war, baby or they feel say Omukroma California Santa Fortua until let's carve it out. Let's make it a region on its own. Send your bear Kotwaba, your benya your group. So these people are they isolate everything. Until let's create this idea of making sure you call for a creative region momo. Near baby creative region or Ghana as a social anti assassin. Mesan can be the president in there. Casantimechemu 30. Na Ghana as a such as Antia. Na Islamasa Senkwana, Ebia, a such any bonofo. Meche Casantimechemu can make 30. Nama Shekuku or Becca Adentina, Utichemsa region. Naika Krakasa, Robert Mahazo. But you see, that is not how we have to have the conversation. It is because of the Amuye. It is because of the MPP, the motive, the mentality, the ideology, the party. Jimina, what party, no, and then a lot of people despise the party now. Ayani part-time. The way Mokasa, the way Muyenyimu, the way Madriamu say, Mubet Matati Ghana Fontemuno, and then a mamu part-time. ene na ema mumwano asem eye ni patan ene na ema Ghana enya kono ene ntia today Mr. S get me the map of Ghana. So pick the map of Ghana, 16 regions no, eye 13 of those 16 regions ni nyina green. You know why? Because the people have come to understand, say, the NPP, any massive no, they are divisive. Omu ye nipa, omu chiche nipemu. Osha horror movie. Horror movie. Omu mutimu wa din pa no muja hoho. Horror movie. Omu mutimu wa din eno muja hoho. Because opa hoho ku omu enti na oja hoho. Into horror movie a ehu a hotel na sebi die wo mu no ene na efe. It's nobody can hide behind media me hospitable media me ji obia omo mutini wa din na ji ahoho kese if you say omo nimdo omo di ahoho ne beye obanyansafo ebu ne be. We cannot sit in this country for people to form a political party and destroy the core principle of this nation. This is not supposed to happen. Inti the divisiveness senior MPP for to because say mine no madani omo abeka che say o mine say today you see these fools working in Ghana freely under any serious any president who is crazy. My lucky said John Mahama is president. Under anybody else apart from John Mahama, and 90% of Muamudi MPP in Kamudemu. Me say, my lucky that it is John Mahama who is president. And John Mahama will show you the other side of him. Because Mawusa Mwe Jimmy. Now when you're ready, some of me to chile me say, Nanka, my lucky say, at this juncture, it is John Mahama who is president. Nanka mene konamia president. And about 90% of Muamute sa party Kamudemu. Yeah. Kebe some line. Ya di ahoma be gumu nine. Na ya di mo jina second ya bobu timutu. Yeah. Anka sa galamse na mo yehu dede nke so atwa. Me na me president a. Anka sa mo MPP fo na chairman wuntumi ene omo ana mo ye galamse afrim pobo atin this report ne bae no. Anka me president a ka make did list no na ma be some lie o kejetia na ma bomu nyina timutu pay. Me wi am so obi anhwe bi. Memo bi anya galamse o Ghana biem na ma hwe aboa oba galamse o Ghana because emu afu mudi nkwasi asem na wiasa begina se adentina nsuo na ni aho no emmoa democracy nyama bibini democracy ntina mo MPP for mudo do tiase yeah hweboni amudi ye mo hwe nkwasi ade amaya bedu this time and some people have a problem with JJ Rawlings for allowing some people to still exist in Ghana. For 8 years. Whatever you people came to do, the implications are you come as a nation. Excavators 2,500, Yehuba Kumpo, and a Tukrumha, Obianyashi, Charles Bisu in Ghana, Echo Wisin in Ghana, Chairman Untumin in Ghana, Kate Jamfuan in Ghana. These people are all working in Ghana in the name of democracy. Watching in that, also the Kojina court, now someone a lawyer. Ochino now detaining now obi say on tiasie human rights into also jana man sakofie my lucky me say mo my lucky nanka mujira ye ntiasie galam say no me nanko poni na me ntumi politics me I can't do politics active politics me no me ntumi anakama sanipa line da anopa tututu ya line nkwara nyina national television so 10 3 the otini chrome also a president nombra mi chrome kan kwa asem ncheme na maka just I'm protecting my water bodies. I don't want to see anybody do illegal mining se be gusa kusie be illegal mining no Ghana ayede kwasi aforum say nsu na sa be demonstration ye ntiase John Mahama has to solve it. John Mahama is the enabler he book home kra ka da kwan honda dada. Now democracy nti na ma sankwasi afowe they are back again making noise. They are making noise because we all respect democracy. We all believe say de eyekebima mi kebi chichire man na eden o man koso. We have allowed some fools, giving them too much room. Maybe I was here. Kenso na ase no 8 years nkofo gina Ghana asasim de ye kan bibia nkofo yante kwasi afo tani aba nti matwuma no se aprinkin sma be kan kwasi this is Ghana for you How can any country still have MPP? Say a party was in Ghana and no blue in a MPP, 3 regions. How can anybody? Dear Nama a Krona say, dear Nama a whole nation, Adani Green, Ama Akatrepe, Busanho, what has happened? Dear see Obibo Bronibi, and now Obifi baby, because okay, is this your nation or is this my country? Why do you have only 3 blue regions and the rest all green? Something should have happened. BBSC. The thing you see there like that, no? Who is simple, sano? 1992, 1996, 1990, 2000. Sa Ghana map na kala na enti say na mixed blue waha, yellow a blue waha, green waha, blue waha, green waha. As time went on, dear Nama we see a bibintra. Some group of people, the way they act, the way they talk. When they are giving power, how they treat people, how they disrespect people, how they feel they are better than some people. Slowly, the country started reasoning and beginning to see, say, no, this party, a friend MPP, a dangerous political party. That is why you are seeing this. And I swear to God, I will nullify this party and make sure we don't have any blue in our map. You have only one blue, and you know where that one will be. It will be left with only one blue. Now, because it is looking like, say, continuously, this is what you MPP, my baby, Moko 1992, Moko Ghana map no, Mumbra 2000, Moha map no, Yatuaba, Mumbra 2004, Mosha map no, Mumbra 2008, Shamap no. It was mixed, a check. And this was MPP, and this was, and what really happened? Nobody wants to be associated with this kind of party, this NPP. At time, omu di boni, no ma dani omano, no mo pese, omu create impression. Mr. Obine, omu nye party. You cannot trust them. This should tell you something. Sama apna hunisano a history. It is telling you how the Ghanaian feels, how the Ghanaians see our politics, how the Ghanaian respect our political agents, how the Ghanaians see political parties and their people, the actors. This is the story of Ghana's politics. Imagine if we didn't have 16 regions and NPP or one pet or Ghana. And this should tell you something. And remember, in Korano Mobano, they are thinking, they are reasoning up. Anytime guys said this party in 2028 will be gone forever. It is all MPP near. Tanasenebu sound said DNC Yamayabedruha. And you think it's going to be easy? We are not joking. We are going to put a pin in this. You drew why best our discussion. No? Make nobody waste their time on say MPP 4 year, a year, year. And I heard you see Nakok. Police, NACOC, seized 1,195 boxes of tramadol at Bintri. 6 arrested. And what would you see? They are working. The government is stopping drug abuse. Mr. Which one is that? 2016. Thank you very much. The team 75 they've been Mr. Get them for me. Make sure how Ghana has changed. Why are MPP attractive? Nobody wants to listen to. This is 2016. Look at it. 2016 this was Ghana, the map, electoral map. This is 2016. You see, it was evenly divided. You were rational. 2016 before Nana Akufo-Addo about power, near what 10 regions. This was the map, MPP, NDC. So what changed for Ghana map? Move from here, from this to this level. Busa I say what really changed? Ayamanu some a woody a tronen kwasiade mumbu Ghana for inyimu Jimmy Mogen say and no near the better Ghana for your party by 2028 will be gone. 2024 against 2016. Now, thank you very much, team. I mentioned my DB. So you see, this is 2016. Oh, before Akufo-Addo Ghana ever president, you saw how it was divided evenly. Of our regions now, near Tim, NDC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now MPP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how it was in 2016. That was how Ghanaians were reasoning. We were mixed. We were reasoning. We were voting like Ghanaians as people who love each other. We did not add anything to it. Not tribalism and setting in. Not that kind of separatism. That kind of entitlement. Then setting in. People were rational. Now look at this. 2020. I'm sure idea. Thank you very much, Mr. S. I'm sure 2020. Thank you, team, for bringing this in. 2016 in Akufo-Addo president. Sorry. Akufo-Addo president 2020 it started changing. You see, 2020 it started becoming green. Then Ghanaians started say no, the NPP is dangerous. 2020 afe na ma panesa afe almost a blueness sote. Ghanaians started realizing said the NPP is a demonic, a dangerous, a member for. They want to destroy this nation. Thank you very much, team. Iti on say na afe kala no essa. Na kala no essa. Macho 2016. O see 2020 afe na Ghana for astati reason up say no. Pathway omo nipa no omo nya nipa papa. Omo amote party na MPP omo nya nipa papa. Omo person cheche Ghana mu. Omo asa the regions abeka ho. Omo say mine no. So Ghanaians started reasoning up say no, we cannot live with a party like that. And 2020 they killed about 8 people to hold on to this. Omo botuo in 2020. That was when they shot people to keep this power because omo would say Ghana for anything, so they had to kill. So for them to even hold on to this blue, 2020, they had to kill. So botuo. I swear to God. You see, I'm coming. This is 2024. In 2028, Ebeka 1 region. Blue pay, Ebeka 1. May say in 2028, it will be left with one region. And you people know which region it will be left with. Ebeka 1, then you will see how Ghana will develop. And when you send your Ghana be developing, and when you input you, and when you togetherness, and when you the majority taking decisions, collective decisions, be changing the destiny of this nation. And when you conform more pray for you, and when you the majority voice asking for hospitals, asking for good roads, asking for their development in their lives, the destruction will be cut down. And it has to be cut down because consistently, you would say the consistency in the deliberately derailing this country, a group of people, after you do that realization, say Ghana, some group of people who are destroying this nation. And in 2028, Ghanaians will go to the ballot and change the destiny for good. It will be left with one region. You people don't want to change NPP4. The Ghanaian is growing. The Ghanaian voter is maturing. The people want development. The people are becoming together. They are starting to understand we are not supposed to be tribalistic. We are not supposed to feel entitled. We are not supposed to be liars. Ghanaians want to see good things, but we are beginning to see where the problem is. And the problem is number 1. And I'm telling you, see, by the time I enter about 2028, we are not MPP aka 1 blue. I say, Utiem friend Yankopon send me pewe, Onyankopon de bema wo. Mete me ho. God will give that to you. Matime ho no 2028 it will manifest. Say no na mope. Enu nti na de bia no Ghana yentumi enko yenim. Yetu ya 9 step back na yetwe ya sign no. Yetu step back na ye de ahenie ni nemu. Yetu step back na ye de tribe ni nemu. Yetu step back na ye di nkofo atam. Yetu step back na ye bu nipa nimtia. Ebedrum brebe no dia wo pene ye de bema wo. Now when you are given what you want, you cannot ask for anything again.
Serving head of state. Look at how long my supposed people or in the Volta region have suffered. Is it not only recently? Work is even to start. So please, ladies and gentlemen, have no fears. We're not here doing ethnic politics or of rollings. We are prioritizing things. I mean, all the poison that's tried to spread amongst our Shanti brothers and sisters against rollings, that's not going to turn me against them. They've been doing this a long time ago. But we went ahead and did what we had to do. I'm not going to listen to the utterances or the insults or poisonous elements and you to turn me against or turn my back against my own people. It's not the majority of the people who share this view. Head of state. Look at how long my supposed people or in the Volta region have suffered. Is it not only recently? Work is even to start. So please, ladies and gentlemen, have no fears. We're not here doing ethnic politics or of rollings. We are prioritizing things. I mean, all the poison that's tried to spread amongst our Shanti brothers and sisters against rollings, that's not going to turn me against them. They've been doing this a long time ago. But we went ahead and did what we had to do. I'm not going to listen to the utterances or the insults or poisonous elements and you to turn me against or turn my back against my own people. It's not the majority of the people who share this view.
So, Ubusame, the motivation, this is my motivation. Every day, before I start to show me, both we answer my show. No, it's me, when I sit here, I don't care where you are coming from. I don't care about your tribe. When I meet people, I don't even ask you. I do my job. I do my job. This is my motivation. Because it looks like that is what happens in Ghana all the time. When you want to do something right, some people want to pitch you against some people. And the moment you fall or you break, you are done. And because I never got to that level, I never allowed that. I never allowed people to pitch me against some people, to break me. That is why I'm still strong. This is my motivation. If you can say whatever you want to say against me, you can pitch me against whoever, or Hinyo, or Sofuo, Peninio. My job is for the people, not for individuals. So I am not selective about where my message goes. I hit where it has to hit. That is what I do. That is the principle. I need to hit. I don't jab. I hit, and I make sure it hits. Because until you feel the pain, you wouldn't know that that position is a position you need to be very secure about. You need to protect. So, if you ask me, this is my motivation. I am mixed tribe. I am mixed race. Me ya wo me Ghana boase. Me you know boase. Become school on crying. Me ma me awunani. Me ma me onyini wo Kumase Asafo. Me papa yam fantini. Me wo America. Me yiri ye Jew ni. I am mixed race, mixed tribe. I don't have time to ask about your background, to ask about where Dagatini, where Hauseni, where Teni, where Fantini. I don't care. Deliver and let me see it. It doesn't matter how you feel about me. My job here is to get the right things to you, to let you know the facts. It does not matter who you are. It does not matter which group you come from, what you represent. It does not matter. What matters is, I am the messenger. I'm giving it to you. And I've been doing this for years. At least we were a little experience in politics. A little. I will give you what Baumbia will get. This is the first time Musa Dankwa will have a competitor when it comes to giving out exact number. Election, exact number. Make sure about me primary swim. So far, we have employed 500 people. We are doing our research in Ghana. I'll give you the exact number about me I'll get. 24 hours to our elections. No, we are not joking here, my friend. When we told you, say, the elections will be won in the Ashanti region, we had the reason. It wasn't just mere talk. It was work on the ground. It was hard work. It was backed with data and science. We reached out to the people in an invincible form. We made them understand. They told us what they wanted. We were telling you the power will be taken away, and it will be taken away big time. But this time, something bigger will happen than 2024. Now, about 6:10, Ghana 10:10. When you kuma,
so when you kuma, kokoda. So we shall know when you kuma so coalition center. Na kobo electoral commission for home by the MIA. So when you kuma, kokoda. So we shall know when you kuma so coalition center. Na kobo electoral commission for home by the MIA. So when you kuma, kokoda. So we shall know when you kuma so coalition center. Na kobo electoral commission for home by the MIA.
There's something I want to speak on, and this message goes to the Commissioner General of Ghana Revenue Authority. Mr. Anthony Kwesi Sapon. This man. Commissioner General of GRA. The Commissioner General. This message goes to him. You didn't see from the time we decided to protect Ghana, use the truth to bring the NDC back to power. I never saw you on any platform campaigning for John Mahama. I never saw you on any street campaigning for the NDC. But at least John Mahama saw you say you are a better fit for this position. And John Mahama gave you the position irrespective of your political affiliation. You have been given a job to do, and that job is to serve the people of Ghana. I have a simple message for you. Whatever you have started doing as a Commissioner General, which is not in the interest of Ghana, stop. Whatever you are doing, that position that you have been given, it can be taken from you in a week. Adebia Awoye as the Commissioner General, GRA, stop it. Mr. Anthony Kwesi Sapon, stop it. Metna Kromha, Etna TV, so a scandal on La Bianca when NPP, they were in power. There was one gentleman, I'm born in your friend, Augustine Ata Edufuo, or a custom officer. Now, on the year, CRO, Division of Customs. CRO is the Chief Revenue Officer under MPP, this man. Or one of the most corrupt custom officers in Ghana. At a point, a petition was sent to the OSP against this man about a Lexus vehicle or free Ubiho. That petition, at the end of the day, the OSP told us he was going to be arraigned before court. This man, his name is Augustine Ata Edufuo. He has been at the port for over 12 years. And this message I am sending to the Commissioner General of GRA. It goes to the Finance Minister Ato Forsen, you too. Because I know you are a very good friend to the Commissioner General. And you people are working together. It's about time you people understand the rules of the game. I don't care who you are or which position you occupy. This man, Augustine Ata Edufuo, during NPP time, La Bianca scandal ameyeye, this man was involved. When power changed, you, the commissioner, you transferred this man to Koforidua. In 2 weeks, in 3 weeks, You have brought this man back to Baby Ano Owo for 12 years. You brought him back from Koforidua, all because of his affiliation to you and the finance minister. Right now, you have brought this man to the post-clearance audit, more dangerous position than before. It will be better for you to send this man back to Koforidua because he's not better than anybody working at Koforidua as a custom officer. It will be in your interests and the interest of the finance minister. My interest here is to make sure John Mahama's government or John Mahama succeeds. I don't care. My interest here is to make sure John Dramani Mahama succeeds. I don't care who you are in the government. I have sacrificed enough. I've put a lot on the line to get to this point. And I'm not going to make you people, any of you politicians, to take my sweat for granted. No. I don't care your contribution to your party. You are a politician. I am working in the interest of the people. And I see something good in this president. That is why I put everything on the line for Ghanaians to vote for John Mahama to make him president. This man needs to go back to Koforidua. The Commissioner General and the Finance Minister, tomorrow, you people should meet again and take this man back. This man, Augustine Atta Edubofo, cannot come back to Tema and you make him an chief revenue officer, which is more dangerous. He is basically in a surgery room. These are the people who are touching, manipulating the numbers. At a point, KCB by Porto, Obi ever train your mafia with 17 million. Sa case back to the port. Yeah, paperwork na. Yasini pano now also 1 million. Abrana go send it 17 million. This was under MPP. This guy, he was at CRO post CRO, and the modern post clearance audit, more dangerous place. What is causing that? And things have to change. Mema bodamo. I don't care about anybody. Me, I don't have political ambition. Me, I don't need any political appointment. Me, I don't need anybody's favor. Matra that level. I don't work to make somebody call me and say, take this favor. I don't need your car. I have a car. I have a house. I have a good family. I'm doing well. So I don't need anybody's favor. If you can't work with John Mahama and do what is right, I will not make you sleep. But today I'm going to make it very civil and straightforward. The Commissioner General, Mr. Anthony Kwesi Sapon, take Augustine Atta back to Koforidua. On Koforidua, he was transferred. And for a reason, you have brought him back to the port. He cannot be at that port for 12 years. So, one gets our interests. One also a politician. And you have so, prove to us, this guy, Augustine Atta Edubofo, needs to go back to Koforidua. He needs to work from there. Or else, go enjoy this, and it's going to be dirty. You're still watching. With all due respect, extended version. After this short break, we will continue the show.
Serving head of state. Look at how long my supposed people or in the Volta region have suffered. Is it not only recently? Work is even to start. So please, ladies and gentlemen, have no fears. We're not here doing ethnic politics or of rollings. We are prioritizing things. I mean, all the poison that's tried to spread amongst our Shanti brothers and sisters against Rawlings, that's not going to turn me against them. They've been doing this a long time ago. But we went ahead and did what we had to do. I'm not going to listen to the utterances or the insults or poisonous elements and to turn me against or turn my back against my own people. It's not the majority of the people who share this view. In the same way, ladies and gentlemen, please don't think that Our eyes.
All right, so you're still watching with all respect television. Now, this is a story I will say you and in the area, the ABC and say the president, President Mahama forwards acting Chief Justice Paul Bafo-Boni's name to Council of State as his pick to be next Chief Justice. And as we all know, Emrano Emra, law no law, and the President of the Republic John Mahama krata di ababontene catch swami for South Treso asenkriguafo any Ghana for nyina say odide ni to form a sebio ohwehwe mu no judge penyina ye friend Mr. Bafo-Boni Paul Bafo-Boni sebio ende no sense say Madam Tokonu ehon sensem ba ya na odi aginimu as the Chief Justice no ohwe ne dwuma wedi ene ne experience owo ene sebio papa no sibia wabo no homoden e wo judge dwuma mu a ohu papa we say oye nipa bi a ne ho ete oye krogyen a ose otirem ebeye den the Chief Justice of Ghana inti odinidin atokrata so e de akoma Council of State say omo nhwe na omo so adwene a omo ofa ho no omo ensusum fa ho say nipa we yi no sebio ne kwan so ose no fata say e wose Ghana ya ginitum say oye Chief Justice say Council of State for ne ginitum na ya sade akọ parliament na sebio omo so atoto na no kakra na yehu say sebio osipi osita onimu mranim na sebio e Ghana mrani nyina hyade nsa obetumi ahwe so ama sebio nyansa onyamede domye say yemfa enchekere man no nyansa pa etumi aboa Ghana inti ende Mr. Paul Bafo-Boni no the President of the Republic John Dramani Mahama edeni din akoma Council of State omoye mpenifo a sebio oni omofa adwene a sebio president no edi Ghana constitution krata kese ana enwoma kese a ebo Ghana ho bra no wodi so odi mra so article 146 no make sure say Council of State no so ahwe anamontu a obetu no enwu se anamona otu no anamo a krogyen a sebio constitution no ewo emu a ompa emra intenda no John Mahama president no or the krata na koma the Council of State and almost pensemu atoto ahwehweni ahueni ahwehwemu ehu se Mr. Bafo-Boni no or sebio dipa bi a odimu a also obey the Chief Justice of Ghana inti Mr. Bafo-Boni ono na President Mahama no ende se ono de na kumemu no sebio nipa wei ena ogidi se obetumi ede bibia frɛ no pepeyo no kure ene sebio obeyi ne ho afiri amanyosemu a ode bedi ye kebi mami kebi ene sebio judiciary nanim ono de sebio enkeka ono nko a anka papa we ne we yi no nanso ye se woni abre wa andwene ho a sebio wanyi adipa into ode de edi no ama Council of State say omoso enhwe na omo nhwe de anamo a wotu no se krogyen sa papa no hote se wo se de ko emane ko Chief Justice into ende Mr. Paul Bafo-Boni and John Mahama, President of the Republic, say onko ye Chief Justice of Ghana, and all over the place, all over the place about the judiciary. Obianiwa or any excuse or objection to this decision by the president. And when I say objection, and I say any say okasa, and I say what problem, and say Papa, we are conducting home. Hardly do you hear anybody talk about him say from the time obeye a judge or misconducting even once. This man has been principled. And there you say, and I said, yeah, then say, yeah, you need, so we a politician, we a nipe bina ujin say, Sebio wa ye bibia, and say, obey Chief Justice, who crying, so the Baba Bontine, no aka. Now, from what we know and we have seen, Oba Ghana judiciary in the Supreme Court, Opa judge for Sebio Ghana for buomo, Omo conduct ye, Omo dinukre, Omo for Omo enfrafra, politics, Sebio Omo nyanyachum, Omo to me far by Sika ND and Shomo, and former Bushia Fon Quabruche, and Sebio Enkobosri here, Papa way Edin Wuni, and Intina and John Mahama Huni say, or ye nipebia, Sebio, Nenimia Nyam, or buo, on Hihan and Nim, or Munamun and Nim, Ninimum Bono. Or nipa bia oji obi atata into ohu Mr. Paul Bafo-Boni say ono ene betumi abeye the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana into say ende ohu Mr. Boni ewo TV we so a na President Mahama na abodi din afre no say omra na ombesom Ghana ewo permanent position ye ka say permanent position a na say fapem enginemu a sebio obi entumi wo kunsa ombegirem na ondi dwuma embro Ghana ye court nsem into eno so any asama ewo ho na asama asabeto no ebinie Attorney General, and so and they were responded to Madam Tokonu or MPP niya didn't be Chief Justice when the infamous if we send Subainti and then Otifia Oni Capre. At the Kudientia Madam Tokonu or the West Chief Justice I will be Ghana so then say Sebio ne one shan husu ye one shan kasemu one shan ni ye oma to me efofro ama to me edono ama to me ejiniti when to me anhwe so anya the humanity oba Ghana abakosemu or the history of Ghana, she's the worst, she's the most less celebrated human being when it comes to our judiciary, because sanka ayatetena and Quebec say you trying su ewo sebio judiciary or to say de akata any akata no mo sika sunsuma omko wi akokɔ aba akokɔ twa abode a ye wo mu etri efri ekurase so mu nkonwurem anka yetetena anka yakata any akata efri say wambɔ ne bra yie obra ye de share ne nsase ombɔ no wambɔ ne yie inti Ghana eba den eba emrasemu ene emradwumemu ene judiciary mu a ye wo ne ti konsa ye pra de chise beifo efri say ne bia oyɛ ye no na saa ne no entwe ensuani inti sanka yetetena anka oyakata anasa akata ebia okowi akokɔ anasa okotwa abode ene yetwa de su efri su ekronum emane sakopi ekro bi so a okowi a gold aye pamo no but ende no democracy nti ye fra bibi sacked. She has been sacked from the judiciary. Now akokɔ to say dwumadia odi former Chief Justice Madam Tokonu Jumebia odi ya ama Ghana fo ehu ne to ate ama ende ya pam no as a Chief Justice no or say on tiasie say ya pam no as a Chief Justice no na yentumi mane entena court say oye judge na onje sebio adem retirement inti menoka say Madam Araba Tokonu ono so ye mixed tribe or ya hunini kakra and or fantini kakra the busieni kakra ne afenyomakin ende or the Ghana court say Samahama any constitution no any Ghana for nyina any Council of State for atnase the constitutional yedwuma ema yehu se wedi bone ema constitution aka se onko fie dia as the Chief Justice o se no de wate ase o se wate ase se wedi bone se ya pam no as a Chief Justice na onte ase se ya pam no as a judge. Muntie Madam Tokonu asema wo ka no o se Mahama person pam no as a judge ye wo ne kwan so ho Mahama Pamano as a Chief Justice if you say nyoma bi oye ne ntwa kwan mu sebio obumra so wagiatum ebesin ne on sorry enka say Pama ya Pamano as the Chief Justice of Ghana no or problem or say ne de no kore Mahama any NDC any MPP any Ghana for CPP for UP ye nyina ye kabo ma ye kire constitution no ene na ye nyina gina so a ye de apam no if you say constitution e kire say we Chief Justice na wa mbɔ hu modern na we nimra so a constitution na MPP for NDC for CPP for KK for MMM for ye nyina ye kire ye no sa constitution ye be gina so de apam enti no ye de apam na wo so ate ase emom sika ofa ye ode ne kunuko abrochire ene ne man nyina no wate ase se odidwirum enti no de ya pam no as a Chief Justice wate ase na eba se oye judge of the Supreme Court on ase se pam na ya pam no aka ne judge no enti ka ya pam se Chief Justice anka ya ma ne kwan na ometena eye Supreme Court na wonni asem de Madam Tokonu eka nyina ne se okọ Pentecost asori na sebio oye Pentecost asori panyini na sebio asori panyini wo mu no osa eye mbema kuo no anase men's fellowship no oye leader wo mu na de ochem nyina odwudwam ema ne ba form a ose okọ Pentecost ena osa ya asori panyini ena men's fellowship so oka ho na sesia no yakɔkye ne se men's fellowship no wakoto mu na enti on the wate ase se ye na free men's fellowship no mu asori mu wate ase na embom no oda ho eye den asori panyini into person asori panyini sebio enim ho no oda ho tena ho sa asori panyini eno ena sesia Madam Tokonu oeka oso no Pentecost ni wate ase o Pentecost ni a o ya asori panyini osaka men's fellowship ho na men's fellowship no wo mu no wakoto mu na ema ya kye no enti ya pam no as a men's fellowship member o see sa pam ya pam no wate ase wato mu na wa asori nim enti o say asori fo ni jano no sa ba ya asori panyini na otena asori nanim na oyi quotation enti on tie ase say eye Pentecost asori ne say ya chew so wato mu na as a member of Pentecost as adia asori panyini and as a member of the men's fellowship na ya pam anase yi wefrima on tie ase say ye yi na afrim say asori panyini na asori panyini title ne de obeje still men's fellowship no wagya to so to mu na anti apam no but asori pagini de eni se sa title no agifri nsem eno na eye madam Tokonu e chirechire mu a kire se onte ase enti ene eye de eye attorney general so akọ court ena waka che court say ensem a eye madam Tokonu ka no aye bebre nwran ensem a de to no so e wo men's fellowship no ye ka so ba to mu na no wasa wi asori sika ena wasa ade ewi obi bag Nemum, the Ayakan Rio Crampa, Amiabu Arfono, Ayamonatono. A sorry bag no ria and yam can once a mumpo, and a sebio, the account where we are so sick and so you can once them, and no crano in Penfo Betanasmi and Kaya. Just to see a wajia tum so with the bonono, and no yet monatona or two, yes, say, or your men's fellowship no, and no now may actually took on of men's fellowship, and na I atriga, I may in the talk on as the a sorry penny. Ain't he? Attorney General say, or per se, Madam Tokonutia say, so on 10 once year. Onko Supreme Court na onko pe enchirechiremu ehọ na echirechire mrem na High Court na ogwo ne de ehọ no ye di asemmua sa asemmua yentumi ndi mmua no High Court na Supreme Court na echirechire nsem endi se nani adin na onim se owo mra no ewo ne side na onim se ondi boni bia na onim se de all kan woma onfa asem no enko de enfa nko Supreme Court na omu nchirechirem evi se ehọ na echirechire mrem afa so am format ase Iti Madam Tokonu nsem nyina no ne tofa na mabo akire wo no Tokonu se okọ Pentecost Tokonu se oye asori penyini Tokonu ya so se oye Women's Fellowship president ena Tokonu ya beto se Women's Fellowship president no oni obi kunu akoda e wa asori nim ena enunti ya sa ate se Tokonu asa ewia Women's Fellowship fo sika ena ya sa ate se Tokonu asa ewia obi handbag e wa Women's Fellowship meeting nyoma miensa ena ya Tokonu. Remember, Oya sorry penyini and also member of Women's Fellowship. And the allegation are born Women's Fellowship. Remember, Tokonu obenya a chance ebe Women's Fellowship member because no a Pentecost ni. Osa benya a chance ebe sorry penyini because no a Pentecost ni. Without being a Pentecostal, and Tokonu to me sorry penyini and to me sambe Women's Fellowship president. And before she got those positions, you know. Without men's fellowship, Pentecost church, you know, you cannot be a sorry penny, and you cannot be a women's fellowship president. Now, as something in Anna said, or see, or what women's fellowship, no, and also a sorry penny, no, women's fellowship order there, wakofa obikunu, action, wajatum, and inti, a women's fellowship, no, sasam ya carry, and me a unit to a say, and ya usuma be a watcher and your Pentecostal, into your pamano every women's fellowship in him. And the Madam Tokonu say, I can't send me a new Osamoka, Bago, Korea, Edisiko, Korea, or men's fellowship, women's fellowship, Yankan was them. Or say, Ceciano, ya pamno as a women's fellowship. Only dear Watiasia, Wajatum, or no Bikuna Koda, a women's fellowship, and me in the Twakunya, or so person Sababak better now say, Pentecost, I sorry penny, and a Pentecost was a derby. Yanyanesa. Ya cho to akonya e women's fellowship a Pentecost nti na onya women's fellowship no e Pentecost nti e na obeye den obeye asori panyini nti so akodi obi kunu na ya cho to na ya wagye atum na ya pam wo women's fellowship untumi nsam betena asori nanim se wo ya asori panyini e na eye asori sofo na eye attorney general na se madam dia wo ye ho asori ho dia ai se wo gye ho semre na ende wo sora na wapia ha na wo ye dede ende unim akwa asori fo mpanifo anim won kran omro mu kire nsam mu. Inti Attorney General say, Madam Tokonu, on for Pentecost for us on them rank crying. A honor, a sorry penny for sia. A honor, wombum, a honor, obeying a final judgment and say, so your Pentecost niba, na Pentecost for whom so your Pentecost in Tia, sorry penny, na your name so Pentecost in your Women's Fellowship president. No, I got to Mona, now do be Kunako you were Twakumiano. O Saw to me so Basabat, I saw them, sorry penny, inti a Attorney General's on crying. Na eho ene church sansem num na o ma sorry na mutim ne de se o ya sorry ba na o ya gate man o ya usher na se wo say a member of eyekwa na se usher ukoto obi person yi ni sika automatically eyekwa na wo ye no ye be yiwa firi ho but Tokonu se onte ne ho ase efiri se o ya chairman na se ye bo afore a na ye de bode ba na ye dabadaba na ye de banche ba aya onya bi inti sa pex no retirement no o person o de asori title no asori penny titles na gi inti se on konkran when you kuma Medjigam
so when you kuma Kokoda say we na when you kumu so a Coalition Center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den emaye so when you kuma Kokoda Se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman tremo se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a coalition center na kobo electoral commission for ho ba ye den eman
inti sa okaya imbreya eye 4 seat bi beto parliament a afenyomakin e court supreme court kaka che tokonu say oh MPs 4 bi more parliament NDC 4 person mo twa akonwa na mo ntia ase a afenyomakin e de asem no e call eye tokonu wo e supreme court no eye asem atokonu e ka wo supreme court ni o say in the case of the vacant 4 seats tokonu say no kan tokonu said even though the High Court is cloaked with the powers to hear the vacant seat case, the Supreme Court is the only court with powers to interpret the Constitution. But I'm talking about the Constitution, Article 146 so. In this Pentecost, no, and I want to say, Wasia, that's a sorry, said the Okano, a yomasumun crania, concrang. A honey took a lesson in Ayako. A honey I did a badaba in Ayako. And when I asked for one penny for you committee convention of Mukosia, 80 concrang. Now, go to crime for say, Omonosia sorry, Mrano. Now, so we are sorrow penny. Now, can women's fellowship home. Now, no be krukoda near true women's fellowship near you to Akunya. Automatically, no account. Say, I sorry penny and I say count. Inter General say, on concrang, Ombra Supreme Court. Among Kwana, what to me, a digit. So I'm a phobia to say, ain't be bearing in no. Gidi baby o debi am catch Ghana for say asem ne ba aya wunya botre lion king asem anya botre enya pepere ho ene kasa dede ene ma asem ne na madwudwam no lion king asem anya botre okoka kokoti oba benya diarrhea beku nipa nya botre asem ba na mote a munya botre ka bi ma badwudwam ene madwudwam se obi atiase wo won tiase na ma question na me ma answer obi atiase obi a so amefo are you okay? International bag is a Kevin is a character. Thank you very much. BBI okay. So I'm for you and answer young questions. Oko a YouTuber. So I'm for some okay. My membership Facebook says to I'm for. So why do you BB basa mami yati okay BBI se pepe and obiai okay Francis Hatika so atiasie obiai okay okay amuso obiai so atiasie intigidi bi ani wo. Inti se wadi kuma on tiasia konkran se attention on tiasia on cross Supreme Court na on konye nko chirechire mu wi so ba be asori penya jo pex. Thank you very much. Afegana 40 nsem na se mana de kra keke an ye dwudwam na ede na dashboard no so am nye hu adwuma gim. All right, we are good. Now this is another story me pese ye kan ho asem. Do we have a video on that, Mr. S? 1, 2, 3. Abia Kubi. Okay, we don't need it. Okay. Now, and I see MPP for a year, Bibia friend vetting. Hey, director, no. Na vetting, no. Ya vetti obia. And you vetting director, president.
You are foolish. I'm now Bamchen, president, who person advice into stop at him. They are foolish. He be president, I go chop. He be vice president, I go chop. He be my work and good work that will give me money to eat. Go to hell with your president and your vice president today. Me make you my permisika, and I will say the only panel Jimmy Amontiana, Mosimi Yanka. You are foolish. I'm now Bamchen, president, who person advice into stop at him. They are foolish. He be president, I go chop. He be vice president, I go chop. He be my work.
Yejim a year atasa, and they say a vetting. I'm a fraud bia aspirant, no more MPP, no bia, ya to biano. And I Kennedy Sukoya, is here a presidential? Hey. Kennedy, o kind of Kevin Chiro. Kevin Tiller, cry also and say me Kennedy mechanism, gentleman, such a nice guy. Or no, you be on Kebi. No, a minute. I said, the BDB 70. I couldn't tell my Kennedy. The swatting you know, say, oh, so good press, I don't know. Oh, say, oh, can I end the yano a minute? BBT. It took a function, I said, my minute. In the Kennedy, when you're constipation, a good yum, I had ding. because our casa paper because Kennedy about them. Our casa paper because on your presidential. In the Siano, I'm on for casa to any year as 1 minute. In Ghana and there, Upobia constipation back in Japan. Abu Bogu the yum, I had din. Oh, who the onion home. Because the Siano presidential pa, which was tuition pa. Oh, nice. Hey, Kennedy. Now, we so nice, sir. Kennedy. Me pass and what? Kennedy no. Me say Kennedy ani pe. Ne go for the Kennedy. Kevin tell ko can be Kennedy. Me say Kennedy Japan ani pe. Kennedy. I go what up. Me say akompra ko ani pe. Ai ende de obeya hu bi akompra ko. Onim nyansa say businessman hwe de wa ye we bie stores nyina akoko force. Akompra ko. Yes, Kennedy ani pe yantiasie de mu beye bia Kennedy. Yes, Kevin campaign ma Kennedy Japan. Oh, Kennedy Japan kuma Kevin Teleska wo. Kennedy kuma Kevin Teleska. Say the bia catch them say Kevin Tele on Kennedy Japan or partners be. Aye. Kevin Tele and Kennedy Japan we one because it's steady be Kennedy Kevin Kasa. De bia o gina ba o miaso on Kennedy asam. On Kennedy asam and yes steady as Kevin Tele person Kennedy ani pe. Ma Ken. But Panasabo, apart from Bibiano, Minipo, I yes, yeah, that's can say, oh, can, you're on Jebo, you are foolish. Your Twitch is Minican share Twitch as Boga. You are foolish. I Okano. In Shania, yo, what's up? You are foolish. You are foolish.
You are foolish. 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 You are foolish. You are foolish.
Okay. Mo come down for them. My best friend Kennedy Japan be penas and rough. Now, that's it. Can a Japan adopting Asian model key to Ghana's economic growth? Say idea also of shape in basic colonial bio. Because Montiasie. Because 2024 no time na moko prime minister ka kire say or the ship be fia brochire na abeji ebegina kolenu so na ekọ na eba na abrofu timpon na omo beso mudware no matom na omo self ne self osemo ntiase mogimi sa ideas ni nyina o ka so be ermo ntumi am so no so osaka say mrebi o ka say ode boat kakrakapa cruise ship eba be si Cape Coast to Takwa na so omo nam nsuo no so na mudware na amanfo ko bie restaurant wom ni nyina oka no 2024 ni nyina mo ntie oka se nka the ship ba be so cruise ships na se nkofo ko bie restaurant wo epo no so na se ship free Caribbean ni beduru ha na nkofo asisi na makọ restaurant ni mu apunim kan labadi wo no ka epo na nko twitwa na asase no ai president aba na epo na asase ni etwa obegira ni agese Kennedy mo asase ni e wo apunim obe ni ya restaurant o se sa nyo be nyina ka nyina mo anje ni se another one biaba of friend the Asian model key Kennedy for or her documentaries working. Ocean document, ocean not you check Kennedy Japan vegetable ID criminal intent any law and order any not you ocean be check Kennedy vegetable or share ancient documentaries or say or the model be ba Kennedy and then Jack. Oh, why do you want me to do that? Tim say Ken said he will build a hotel at Cape 3 Point in Kennedy Japan. Whoa, that's it. Indeed. Or see, I know the people from back on my tiasie. Where your friend no Asian model key. Nina say, oh Ghana now here's Ghana about my only most Ghana kwabruchi. And I say be out to Ghana, upesika. And that's why about buying workers, oh, me pay $2 million. Oh, the other oh, me pay see restaurant. Inti na abaying ashe ewewu. No, we say, oh, here 2 million the amount. Into the 2 million, no another juma. Now, buy check it. We are near at it. Ebi a person UK got now 3 years. Now, cost CBA a year hotel. CBA a Sian now buy atom sika amount £2 million, 10,000 pounds. Or see a friend, be a friend, Asian model key. But Kennedy, this your Asian model key, no? It's the same as NAPE. It's the same as these same models are buying a war in existence. With NAPE, Anna John Kumadano, NAPE, it was entrepreneurs, young Ghanaians, going to tell the government what they can do with their business plan. And the government giving them seed money. In fact, this new government has introduced even a more comprehensive one. Besides, get me the flyer, let me explain. Kennedy, this model has been in existence for years. Maybe Okotin say Asia Taruhuninti. This kind of thing has been there. And you see, the only difference between the Omoyenu Asia and Ghana and say their economy, the way it's set up, no, our economy hasn't gotten to that point where you can just dish out government money and say Sefako Abruchri. So the idea say, and this NAPE thing, it was started by John Mahama in 2014. And I'm friend, yes, it was to make sure the youth, especially young graduates, are more ideas, are a good paper hear the assistance of the government to put that idea into reality through the government support, no, and no na MPP for be changing yes no NAPE. And it was basically to do what? To finance or resource young Ghanaians, entrepreneurs who are willing to go into a trade or whatever kind of business which will turn them into self-reliant entrepreneurs. Sa ideology, no, it already exists in Ghana. The other kind to say, Sibia Baumia Bakachere say, Google Maps, maybe ni Ghana. Google Map existed in Ghana before Baumia came to power. But now Odin say Ghana for Jimmy and Omudi be a friend of the GPS address by. Sa Diana Baumia be share him no. Now start to catch Ghana for say we're introducing Google Map into Ghana. No. Before Baumia became a running mate, people were driving with Google Map in Ghana. The same as time Gehok. Akwai friend saying, kwasi ampe you know to Gehok be kufuado aseno. Kofi Juma in 1995 or 96 kufuo time. Or they the street address by or starting name Kumasi Boulevard, Asaf Boulevard. Dia or Ghana Fosika Kodi that time no onimse street or the boulevard this is any boulevard. But not that time na Santifoni my dear friend Boulevard. Now Santifoni my dear friend street name. Enti okreti bibi to Santifoni say wakwatena broche not a grand concourse so into bedru Asafoni atro Asaf Boulevard. Abra na ade no kanko ebia kanko no mucha. These are things that have existed MPP for the area Ghana Fosika until John Mahama Baye in 2012, 13, 14, 15 or making sure we streamline no amana beye a whole project the youth of Ghana enya faso waswa MPP for ya Baye under Ekufuado ebe change yes ni NAPE omo destroy no. This thing that Keno Japan you are proposing, let me read something to you. And sometimes, your handlers, I think they think say you are weak-minded, kakra. They throw things at you because they need to also show you say they are working. Now, this is what I'm talking to you about. This is what all the way in 2025, John Mahama Krekan Wasem this year, President Mahama launches the Ejumewura program to combat youth unemployment and foster entrepreneurship. They have re-enhanced it. Papa, and then our friend Asian model, no, it already exists in Ghana. Now, so we read this program, NDC for I Hansen Ye under John Mahama. I mean, reading show. You will understand to say whatever you are trying to suggest, it already exists, and the nation builder, the wisdom politician, John Mahama, it was already in existence. It had been in existence, and he's back again to even polish it more. Now, I'm reading this new one at John Mahama, the Abanin show. Your friend, the Ejumewura project. And now saying Omolanche, Nti Kennedy, you need to understand, take your time and read. The people behind you, they are not learned, they are not too they don't understand Ghana the economy. In this way, so we read this program, this is what it says. A Ejumewura program is designed to create, mentor, and support a minimum of 10,000 business annually with a particular focus on empowering young individuals aged 18 to 35. Into a Jumara program now, John Muhammad Abasisiano, that is what it's sought to do. It's basically going to empower young people through business, through different crafts, through what they feel they can do to become self-reliant. Now, so already I say, beneficiaries of the program will receive comprehensive assistance. Kennedy, a comprehensive assistance won't tell us. Aban say, Omo benya sa dwumadie we hu faso no. Omo benya emwa eye donko mwa eso omasene. Comprehensive assistance. That means say sa emwa na aban ede so wasene no eye emwa ebetumi ama wagina ama wadwuma eda weni so ana weni da so no egina ne na so. Your friend comprehensive assistance. Obitumi ma assistance but na enya comprehensive. You can say be a comprehensive e wonjina so e wo fapem. Now, okay, now say in I say beneficiaries of the program will receive comprehensive assistance, including skill training in Sanujuma Sushemu. And yes, Sikakene Tamamau, a buying a NDC Abano, Ebema in Sanujuma, who Asian model now, John Mahama already or implementing, and a Miji Moatia say you are late. Are you late? Mr. P, Mr. S, get me, are you late? By Papi Kodu. Papi J. Kennedy, are you late? Mr. P, Mr. S, get me, are you late? Get me the one with Kwabute and let me play the remix for them. I late. Now, Uko Wenima, you see mentorship. You will need to be a mobile tenetino, or mobile guide. Actually, say Juma Peso Komi, Sabio, a Juma Wedi, and come shed the Opesa Wena, Wemwa, Webabow, Wedi and Kauyano, Oyana Santimema boy, if we say, when a Benway, Wedi and Kauyano Western region, because a bet into Uyano, how Benyasi Cantum, and if a mentorship, Nipebiba Crow. Nina ewo John Mahama project or the abem ejumawura no bibi ete say eye ade aye frɛ eye access to startup capital ye bema udwetire sikapudio a wode be ede be hye ejuma nim nti aban in this program ejumawura program no ebema udwetire a wode be hye ejuma nim ye bema nipa a obekrakra na asama eye de insano ejuma esipim. Niama comprehensive assistance inti enye mwa eye mwa ba akope eye mwa ewontini eye ntini emu bia ubetumi ede woni atoto bebre so a ebesi wiye na woko enima omo say eye and essential equipment ye be sama eye de nyoma akande a wobedi ejuma inti ejuma wura program na John Muhammad Yaba no ene na wako hu bibia friend Asian model no it already exists under the NDC government. It is our kanku thereby ensuring the sustainability and success of their ventures. Now, when you go forward, in his address, where John Mahama Nyansa for the Kasano, John Mahama is already ahead of you guys. John, or you're ahead. Kennedy, are you late? Baumiaso, are you late? Why are you late to the dada? Want to, what to? I want what to watch him. Want to watch him. Watch her. Yako yenim da dada. Ya wom. John da wom or da wom da dada. John Mahama was our wom. Where you want somewhere who tell light and putting into I want to watch it. One shall go John Da wom da da. Now it can't go anymore or see. In his address, President John Dramani Mahama underscored the program's importance in tackling youth unemployment, which he identified as one of Ghana's most pressing challenges. He reaffirmed the government's commitment to creating decent and sustainable job opportunities for young people. In alignment with the broader agenda of the National Democratic Congress to stimulate economic growth and innovation. Inti Adiana Osha, that Adiana Oka said, ancient model, no, it already exists under this government. And then your friend a Jumera program, You get skill, you get mentorship, you get equipment, you get capital, you get comprehensive assistance. It is not just about carrying money and giving to young people. It's about preparing them for the markets. And that is what John Mahama and NDC for. The startup is there. The creativity is there. The knowledge that is backing what they want to do is there. People will guide them through mentorship. Eddie Kennedy, you cannot just go watch documentary and just come and say you want to implement the no. Ain't I late da. John Mahama's our womb. Was our womb da oko. I want watcher. Want to have go when you more John Mahama Orcasen, one take John Mahama okay. Won't take Majo Mahama, okay, offer, oye, a Juma, Wobeye, Wobebe, Ama, in Branton and Baba Wa, one so opera bamboo one, Maunya, one Juma, Waye, John Mahama or Cassie.
Idea is not exactly the best. A Juma Ora can advise you what other business idea you can look at. Their businesses will be selected based on their scalability, sustainability, and their potential for job creation. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an ambitious undertaking, but it is necessary if we are to secure a prosperous and resilient future for the youth of Ghana. But let me point out that this program is not like others that were announced in the recent past with a lot of fanfare, but proved to be mirages without adequate funding to sustain them. Ejumaura is fully funded with adequate allocation. Ejumaura is fully funded with adequate allocation provided by the Ministry of Finance in the 2025 budget. My young brothers and sisters, many big businesses of today were the startups and micro enterprises of yesterday. The Jumara program is designed to be inclusive. It's designed to be youth-led. It's designed to be Ghanaian-owned. And so you must be a Ghanaian to be part of the Jumara program.
So, Kennedy, you have an idea. John Mahama has already launched it, a Jumara program. The Asian model does not exist here. You already have the Ghanaian model, which is called the Jumara program. And the facts are there. The limitations, and everybody can get access to government assistance through skill training, through startup, through capital, through their mentorship. These are things that are binding in Canada. Watch Kennedy. I won't call phone. I want a scientific party. Watch her do. Want to go. Kennedy, I won't call phone. Why you late? Ping, 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 ping. Why late? Kennedy, inti, I didn't know, and I'm matching no. Inti, this Asian model key, it does not exist, please. Me pawasem, emfa. Kopefo from the same way about Umia, Nancy Bian in the team, Onosun Kopefo, Obian Kopefo from Bra, and Omo converting, now Omu vertin, Brandy Champon, a year, people so aspirant, or no, people so aspirant, or the Woodham no campaign.
There have been a few jobs. I think there will be a couple more. We are embarking on a campaign. I mean, I will be hit. Others will be hit. It's part of the campaign. It's normal in our politics, except that wisdom must be applied for you to know the line beyond which you are infuriating somebody. That will make unity post-election difficult. But regular jobs of pecking people's faces, I mean, those ones will happen. We just have to make sure that we don't poke the eyes, and that will become a problem.
Inti, people so billionaire, and so akasa, brother Champon, people so billionaire, or see, Obiantias, say, campaign on we end the 10 year day womb. I feel no who punches kakra, na on the or catch the Ubia say. With your medium watem and the normal. A man for your party, Momogensa party on Mudia. Almost sorry, almost your Budia Tamon Besse video matem be born dear, a woman or beto, and a man for Betuisia and a normal. Now say, say, you Betuisia, na Yanjini party no, you be dear watem mum, la Yanjini party no, ye dear Tamani, a say party and ya seno, yan senoswa, near ready a bay. Ain't he aspirant to back wedding can't catch them say, a 10 year day, ye bedi. And it will be any. Ninya say, young for a son won on Queenie. But you say obi a campaign so the zongo for vote beba no one fan buy you be catch no. You say obi so atoka 300 no nkofa ho kra tamra no one confirm ba na ka so ekromfo you be catch no. You say obi yere makeup and onam and pragia and e de kunkumba ja for di omachi and why no ho slay queen onam Ghana na so pese be kare no be catch no. You say Obi as 33 policies. Now 33 policies no and Ghana and so you say and ye free abem na inflation and 57. Ye free abem na dollar and almost 18. Ye free abem na tweet petrol. Ye free abem na unemployment in the roof. Ye free abem na corruption amene ya. Sanko for ye beka. Every say ye ntimi ntena ho nka say sanko for no ye nyankopon. Omo enim nyansa omo ntuma chechere man nti and ya beduru ha ye wo position. Inti Brian Champo eye people so billionaire. But the champion or your people so billionaire. Also need to make them and found because near Tikroma and you go fanta for bus on fanta for vote mra. Omo to fanta for vote but omo de kurabane bae. Into who teni now ba omi awa konta for krom no to fanta for vote amba. Me ko ni no na membra sa me sika na sa for konta for krom. Na in the next time wo ba sa kurabana beba. Into enya de omo betam sika. Asaba bedi ba omi echi. If it's a zongo what Ghana in about Mianya two pe. And non chess or incremoni papa. Incremo for crap papono or yamuna fiki. Into the champ or your people biloniano. And yadi better many pass me say. Asabedi MPP nim akonya 24%. And into the Okache Ghana for say, I am Pierre de Ometo, yakase low punch. I am Pierre, the bro for the chino no. Or because a jab, we will give jab. Kese meto ayampia yakasa ayampia kasa de enko switchi po ayampia enti brand champion say ayampia ne de beto because yanto ayampia na yenhu den akromfo any idea atrofo party nim enti wodwedwam enti se yegyina ate ase brand champion say campaign on beko ne de ayampia no meto ene na bro different jab so amefo mo nka jab also mo beto ayampia enti sabio unya ready say yede ensabo weni ase dia ende ka nokore na otie ensema Brian eka otiem na otie de okanti nyina de na okamanesi nyina ne say baomia aye no ho say and the party no wom no emusi ebusa no question eni tina na ogina pepo no so ebusa baomia say na wo ukontafo kurom ukonkremufo kurom no ede na wo de baaye Mahmudu baomia uko kurom ye nyina ye ko ekurom a ye ba ye beka se de na wo de ba ye uko ukurom wankasa ukurom eye den eye wale de na wo de ba fie wo de na ba ye na wankasa ukurom a ye papa kurom a wo so papa wa asase a waja agudie ma wo ba ya wo de koraba de ba ye ye nsantam sika ma wo sanfa nko ufri ukurom wale ba ye koto aba 2024 wo de koraba ne ba ye wo ba wo mia koraba wentuma mfa golden pot na ma wa mfa sika pudio na ma went man fast as a paper and betray went man for document to be a betray say way and a day and I'm midi free a day midi free a year team no team I'm done thank you very much inti the omo kani nyina no on person mu say Brian Champo person kire say on de o ka kire Ghana for ayampia no mo beto job ne de omo bebo na Mahmudu baomia na onenam ho na nkofo di ne chi o party mu no MPP fo nyina akodi ne chi no mumbuza ne se okọ ne papa kurom wale 2024 elections e na ode baaye ode koraba Mr P Mr S get me wale numbers eno nkwa ne hia me bebi a wo ni twa ne furuma ho ne twa baomia furuma oye nye ye ne to koraba so ma ne ye se ukọ ho no ukromfo omo hu se ohu ehwama na se ohu bon omo de afefe de mawo omo ma wagudie anaso omo ma okoraba eno na eye Brian Champo mubusa baomia na wa ukrom papa krom o ma me krom a wo se eye mampurusi krom eye wale okọ wa wo de koraba ne baaye na wo pese yede wo ebesi agongon we krom mi jujam enti sa wo te jab wo PZ na wo te jab ni nyina ne ayampia Brian say ayampia ne de ombeto because you see are nyina na be fa sika ye nyina kakra ye ho ye nyina na tam sika obia tam sika into obia nya obia o tambi a mesoma tambi de ofum ya mesoma fumbi ye nyina afumfum into ye be kire de ofum kese into so to ayampe obeto obeto ka uyi flag obeyi flag uya eye de eye race obeye race de obeye bi but obebusa so ukọ papa kurom na de na wo de baaye Mahmoud baomia ye to abaka mo beka say boga forget I no go do that don't make no take me go back My team, they want to take me back, but I don't want to do it because me cabra champion. Now almost say I need to prove to Ghana for say can Japan and parampara or kase or the ship ebesi kolenuso.
Not Ghana, latitude 0 degrees, longitude 0 degrees. The center of the world is Ghana. We are not able to market Ghana. Give me chance and you see. The hotel I'll put in the middle of the sea, portraying the center of the world hotel. Every 5 floors will depict a shape of a continent. The first 5 floors is African shape. The second 5 floors will be Asia. The third 5 floors Europe. And the fourth 5 not Ghana. Latitude 0 degrees, longitude 0 degrees. The center of the world is Ghana. We are not able to market Ghana. Give me chance and you see. The hotel I'll put in the middle of the sea, portraying the center of the world hotel. Every 5 floors will depict a shape of a continent. The first 5 floors is African shape. The second 5 floors will be Asia. The third 5 floors Europe. And the fourth 5 floors will be South America. The fifth 5 floors will be North America. Just imagine this. Yeah, now the Australia coming. Just imagine this. The ship in the middle of the sea. And all the 5 floors will depict the cuisines of the continent with restaurants. What you say? Why people come there and see? What you say? Yawelina Casa, Cape Coast Casa, Osu Casa. But we are not making use of these castles.
Aquaro also Kosi Cathedral boom. Latitude 0 degrees and longitude 0 degrees. Messi go. What do we mean? Casa say America. Messi omo abroche do mo Jimmy kura che mo fie no. Ebi before. Messi we no kind of America, Virginia. We muti abroche o. E do bob sem. O ye pe no akwatena broni bi bonk, otiti broni to. Ompie 8 months no mpie eh. Na ye ha de etua kakakre o hye nwudam. E na hye broni bi basement. E na broni ni kem no be pa de to no okọ no hyase no afokọ. Na Adom FM ni ntimi ntie o. Me say, where they gonna no kano America, Virginia, Virginia, and a bomb with them. When you be latitude O and a longitude O, Quasiafo. Ogosi Cathedral, boom. 5 continental cathedrals, a ship, no, just a some Kennedy can be here. And Ubaji Sankazibo in Korea, and Kabian Kokano Fusu. Nyaga so we there dumping for you kraso for ntebia sebio omde krase where Virginia America Virginia omo go on 96% omo wi a omo pambre wato okosha broni ni fie wa 8 months no mpie na omo fie ha de ye tuaka ye o maami ni se oyese maami we broni we me se me ne tena nyande me company na omde maami o me se me nya hwe eno ane se wa ne ba pepa na masa akofom ho obeko not Adom TV ho not telephone ho Adom TV no tie or download Adom otia we no yi akwasempa no agoti oba yin ko braza dia no yi akoka otewo enu download nkwasi asem no download na say TikTok abe obeko no muguase o no ma join TikTok media mentimi kasa kesi o am we dwumam obo atete brodi toilet na sa de ne ayache enye nde na me say KVIP toilet inti Oshe box mu ase ho obetie radio ni nyina ofiri nhyira na okọ Adom ofiri Adom a na okọ Asempa ofiri Asempa na obesra ko Oman FM sa di pasa na wadani kokuo hwa asem ye ka che na wabrochire onti ase we Jimmy latitude O any longitude O we nyina ya asem ya tren ho boy ensem Ewurade mo MPP for pa de bia me ka che Ghana for se mo Jimmy me ka che Ghana for se asem ka Kennedy nkonka na asem dompem na ka se wo do me nkurasefo we montie biem we Virginia
Not Ghana. Latitude 0 degrees, longitude 0 degrees. The center of the world is Ghana. We are not able to market Ghana. Give me a chance and you'll see. The hotel I'll put in the middle of the sea, portraying, well, the center of the world hotel. Every five floors will depict a shape of the continent. The first 5 floors is African shape. The second 5 floors will be Asia. The third 5 floors, Europe. The fourth 5 floors will be South America. The fifth 5 floors will be North America. Just imagine this. Yeah, now the Australian are coming. Just imagine this. The ship in the middle of the sea. And all the 5 floors will depict the cuisines of the continent with restaurants. What you say? Now people come there and see. What you say? There were Lima Casa, Cape Coast Casa, Osu Casa. Now we are not making use of these castles. Not Ghana. Latitude 0 degrees, longitude 0 degrees. The center of the world is Ghana. We are not able to market Ghana. Give me a chance and you'll see. The hotel I'll put in the middle of the sea, portraying, well, the center of the world hotel. Every 5 floors will depict a shape of the continent.
The center of the world hotel. The center of the world hotel. No muguho. When you be, Osmi anti your America, hey, anti Connie. Hey, now him, sister Esther, on your brochirano, oh, Brad Thomas, oh, now him, Brad, Frimpon, then over there, oh, no for Bakuya, Nan saying, oh, by the down abrepui, oh, the son of Virginia, oh, no, Mr. Watanawacho, hey. Obugu was a nine. Ya brawa bruchire, ya ofa bruchire. Mesi wemo. Ubi kabuta. In chance is wo konko for party no wie duade ko fie. Wemo. Ah, na eni mo. Obeja, better too rough. Mo. E che bochi me abubu mi kumi wa bruchire ha. Metibu nyina moto. Mo. Bogus, afa messe boga no. Ade na e friend boga no messe no. Woman you never be on Kabuti, na chances is war. Na a year to my show, na a suit, Tantan, Wabosh ho. Or do Saturday or point to Uncle Fio, no son home. Oh, yes, as me see your wedding, me call. Now, or the suit Tantan. Yet to tell you another pen or the Jedi another tatasso, not a question of Kabut, or Papa the best of the freezer. Oh, yeah, Diane. And Quasia Diane Qua. Kennedy bo, hey, what your uncle be? Nessigan and the DSC, more qua, and go for the goom. I want to vote about bro. I want to for Mosemu Kennedy mo beje Ghana mo de mamba yesi ko Kevin Taylor na wona for o mo beto agum kumase na yetimi to aba na ebo be 4:30 aka bia be 30 minutes na about 5 me apon a na bo to kejetia mo nkoto ne so ngofo de tugum what are the oh bezi kumase yetimi to aba mu se enkoye yeto aba na nipa na mantem Munkoto, yes, go for it to as a competition. Yes, go here. I want to follow Tugum, Mosumonia, and Tam. A Barabotoro, and then put you. I want to follow competition. I want to need to tobacco foam. What trouble we are there? And as I see them, yes, I was in Tresso. Munkoto, now when I follow what to say so Tugum, I want to follow Tugum. As I want to follow some bro. Indeed, don't me and I know. Canada Japan, obviously continental ship, a hotel, a pum. Now, this issue I was talking about. But let's go back a little bit and deal with this matter because these are very important issues. Let me talk about time a year a year parliament. Afenyo marking, sorry. Afenyo marking. A call a yes Supreme Court tokonu e go ka chere say case aba ondima no a sebio tokonu and so making sure say after your market your pen akora odana kuma so no be yama no Toko no make statement bi moment ko tie a statement na Toko no make ye no and then no ye catch Toko no say onko Supreme Court na onko for interpretation because Toko no catch say High Court no omuni that power omuni power to interpret a Ghana mra no Toko no court awako no or interpretation of asama esino or say no or say Ghana for say Apamno as a Chief Justice, we need to still see him and consider him as a judge of the Supreme Court. Right now, no, what they want to do, they say, the High Court does not have the powers. What she's seeking is interpretation. And if it is interpretation, she told us that the High Court does not have the powers to interpret the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. The High Court should allow the Supreme Court to interpret the Constitution of the country. The same way she said it, Attorney General say, Uncle Supreme Court, no Uncle Siki for interpretation.
Every court is given its own jurisdiction. So the type of cases that can be settled in any court depends on the nature of the dispute. Thus, if someone is challenging that a member of parliament has not lawfully won their seat, that challenge must be done at the High Court in the region that the constituency is in. However, if any two people challenge that the process of electing the same member of parliament did not conform with the constitutional provision, that dispute over the correct interpretation or meaning of the constitutional provision must be brought to the Supreme Court for interpretation. Indeed, if the dispute over correct interpretation or meaning of the relevant provision occurs while the parties are before the High Court, the High Court must, by direction of Article 132, stop hearing the case and refer the dispute over the correct interpretation of the Constitution to the Supreme Court.
Madam Toko no akachire or say the High Court in some High Court no any jurisdiction over it, and that the case must be referred to the Supreme Court for interpretation. And what she's seeking for is interpretation of the Constitution, whether she can still hold her position as a Supreme Court judge. We don't know. It is only the Constitution that can prove that. Madam Tokonum should go to the Supreme Court and seek for interpretation the same way he directed us Ghanaians to go to the Supreme Court and seek for interpretation when it came to the 4 MPs who at the end of the day decided to switch seats or switch allegiance in Parliament. The law is the law. Yajujum asabni nyana makachira mono. Yenyina yenim kumase yeto abano. Nase abane ko na nko ye mekai eye 2012 at Tamils. Time ko yire so 10 no meboa 2012. Yeah. No, 2008. 10. Yes. Na abane atwa na abo apeso. Na abana ba peso. Na afei na sata dukumase na ye mai omoyi omontuma ne na mantem. Munkoto awunafo ni tugum munkoto na manfo dibrika hey akosi munja da me no munkoto yesi awunafo ni tugum mo so munemu munkoto yeso me nkofo firi Togo ba o me nkofo firi Togo ba hey awunafo so ma bre na omunnam dwom asafo sata se me small boy me na masafo na mehwe de ko ai munkoto o yeso mu tugum o Awurade ene ko tie Peace FM yeso uko awunafo mu a yeso mu firi Togo ye bie bodade no mu bem omu ba asa awunafo nya nipa asi asese nkofo gu Togo omu awunafo gu Togo ena time de ye bie omu yesi awunafo yi omu tugum yeso mu tugum motete dam ya se ye den motete asafo ha mo ye den ye hia ba ni ye hia e se ye di munya na monkoto no ma sorry anti mamsika na meto wasa so ntraso ai na wafa wai yeso wafa so nyisika na no omu de from na ase no na ase bra ba nyisika eti wanda na ase otedam ya so mpedwuma wafa ba nyisika na ase wen kwambo to so mo majisika nko ese awunafo ni tugum awunafo no mo awunafo we my bre fucking give me tell her. I wanna phone tugum. Also na say bra eyizo wai kwambot so momagin koto me de kola me ho tete me e de na ekosi na de na peace FM4 ka yesi nshirafo se sia de abada bo ape so yesi 10 na se sia de answer no metubenya aba no ese ye ne ewo eye ha no yeto nti ese mate and okotie peace FM wo ka yesi awona to mutugum awonafo yi yesi obebie to goboda yi eno mu bem omo basa no moto na se de ehu de anya omo jeje rollins ne nkofo yi jeje rollins se wo ya ponda da o jeje rollins ne nkofo yi ye hu de omo je organa ha ye nim de rollins we ni orgy na eti krom ha na soro aso awonafo efri togo abegu border no so no motugum akwankwa mo so mo nkoto what to say o say ma me to 8 so akoto bi kan ho enya ele asafo ele na wo kokoto katre from pon enya from pon na heso katre se beto ba ko kan ho no ba I bra from pon ma me sa beto so akoto ba ko kan ho o ma say montafo nkwara na mo so so nya mo wai Sata mi enu montafo mai omrom da safo store ya no omo na sebi omo ni baby da omo da store no omo bedrooms no no agada ne nkwara ni nyina momfrafrafrafo ne mra he hadia bra he fati munyina momra na momotete monto aba se monto aba na MPP awini munyina monkai se mukosirem mo madam store no biem oh madam yati monsamfo mo gongoto aba na mo saso bragada wanto aba ma MPP awukosirem Takirikiro. Had yet to. My minute for to about to her. Again, I cried to one. Tea crowd to her. Near Tiaquara. Oh, 13-14-year-old kid of his stream. Or so no Makaya ye was out wine about to tables. Man in that table no so. Monsa son call you have Fatima Wayne. One got 12 no more to 20 this year. Nasa abandoned Dania. Munina mo come chrome. Obian Namisto Yano. Obian Swasso Kosiawa ha. Ya tonton na mo hamune mam kakra. Mo ne ye ne eboa mo. Enkora ne yem hyehye o mo birim. On person be kosirem. Okosirem antokwasi. Okosirem abibie ni wo. Ba omi akwasi ampanyi so ye campaign say emfa MPP mra. Enti enkora ne ko eye police station. Omo yem hyehye o mo. Enti omo hu de omo nye. Enti okwa ne aso ne nsa. MPP no the team king. Omo ba on se fa on sa kire me. Otuma hwan. O se MPP. O se ko tenase. Na fa o 10-13 na ho. Entafuei ne ayusu omo. Na afei ni a friend na kwame na say eye kwan boat munya matoto obitumi ba na afre anti an ye ne wo eyi ne medus asafode no an na me ele fo no matofo o se ne kwase ho an ukọ eye foru kroma se ho na right to school na wo no e ho so beto atofo no mutugum I na isu from pom ma na from pom akọ he ko bo uti na wache sei ehin na wo sisi ai na wo osema bebia wo de mento aba ose ehin na wo gina ose wo mi gina de chem so right to school na wo no ko omemo ato osema me se ko omemo ato fafo ne manipa na wo ho no odu afo nkuta no bra me pa choma me person no kasa ose hwan nie ose o from pom me na me MPP agent no abayo man nto ose o ma mate to MPP ni ate for team about 93,490 of the year 93,000 Bantima 43,000 MPP 93,000 33,433 moi as we chat total rejected ballots. Sada no musan ka bie mo wie mo to bepa eni da mo pa ma asam no en de kire mo hye mo ho that time no MDC for so agent ko be di omo 2008 omo ni di e na obasa house interest wa ya jollof di ya de kosua tuetuo NDC agent amwako wayi nani mo to bontungu NDC for ko me di omo satani ti omo ni kapre kwam that's right my pompisi go MPP and this agent ko be di omo gina fitia dopa omo no dwurum obi amae ntomo ba nom de kosua na emo frempon na mondidi ye NDC ye NDC for mo mayo na mo chairman we ye ni me bi a chairman boni nam and the most medical cray NDC the come ya de ye man hanta ni amana jollof kakra ne de kosua tua so didi ohun so bi to so we hwan o se we di say yes we di 80 o se na mo ma no to ohun jollof no kosua kwasia and ye tugum total rejected ballots. Omu yepe na bosses pe na fe ye wini So many do matu. International me be so and me say MPP for Samia come the mbone bechemwa e chema ko fosi kedwa becheme. Eno so ni samonye. International me mbone me fa nchemo. Me say MPP me gu no. Samo me the day am come yira asem. The day aboabia asem ka say omo tro letter akoma me yire company am ka say menemu. Me ngu partner na me responsibility to asase with me wie. But the mo betumi aye ama me de me bone achem say mo de sikadwa kofi bebre me. Someone tam sikadwa kofi am cheme. La yila ayila la mo me gu party no. Share mo only one option. Nana me do eche MPP for ba santimemu ni otumfo be kasa no mo tam sikadwa breme. Na me je efa ansana me MPP me ja MPP manako ehesa me gunu na 2028 man finish MPP na nyamia share 93,433 upon abuache gi
yo we are best fishermen no no answer my abuache you will for Belgium fan, it was better Belgium fan, it was two Belgium fan. Why oil? Why round what? Why oil? Why round what? Why oil? Why round what? Why oil? Super why round what? It was for Belgium fan, it was better Belgium fan, it was two Belgium fan, it was two Belgium fan. Why oil? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why oil? Why round what? Where you mind? Don't crumba.